Hello everyone, I am Tacit, and welcome to version 6.7 of Gems of War, and gosh, this actually looks like a pretty big update. Also, hello Defiant, hello Bill, hello Dwight, hello Henry, hello Daddy Shark, hello Emanator, hello Jonian, hello Ricardo, hello Lester, hello everyone else, welcome. So, this update is actually kind of insane. I didn't read over all of it yet, but the things I did skim over, there is definitely this might be the biggest update of the year. Which almost never happens in the December update. Normally it's like a little small one. But yeah, they did a lot of things. So let's start all the way from the top, as I have not read like 90% of this. So, new troop upgrade flow. We have made some changes to the UI around troop upgrades. These changes are intended to make troop upgrades easier for new players and faster for existing players, and also allow us to add new orb types. More on that below. The troop card pop-up in the troop collection menu has new buttons. You now have arrow buttons. This is the recruit button for a team. The level up button. This makes players to the new troop level up menu. More upgrade buttons. This is where players can do all other troop upgrades, as well as assessing screenshot mode. Troop leveling is now found in its own menu that players can access from the troop card pop-up. So let's go see where the statue is, because I haven't checked this. So how do I upgrade a troop? Alright, they all have upgrades on them. Oh yeah, because the other thing. So what does this arrow do? Does this take me to level up? Alright, that's just this. Okay, more upgrades. Okay, so traits. Obviously we got all the traits. Ascension. We already got all the ascension because, well, it's mythic. It can't go any higher. Elite level. So here's all the normal elite level stuff. Orbs. So yeah, that's one interesting thing. We got new orbs. And they're really good. And the disenchant now we're never going to click. Interesting. What are these? That's just all the stats. And this is just to update what shows up on the card if you want to take a screenshot of it. Okay. So what does this arrow do? I'm confused as to what this arrow does. Is that just to go back? Oh, is that just to go back? I think that's just the back arrow. You can also just click off to go back. I'm pretty sure it's just the back arrow. Yeah, that's recruit, that's level up, that's more upgrades. Okay. Anyways. So, where were we? Troop leveling is now found in its own menu. The troop level menu will only have one, blah, blah, blah. Players could still... most of it's just going over that new menu we're just looking at. The gear button on the bottom left side is screenshot, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's mostly just going over the thing we were just looking at. Traits tab menu behaves exactly. Ascension tab. Elite level tab, orbs, disenchant. We have updated tutorials for troop leveling, troop trading, and troop ascension to fit these new menu changes. To help reduce the higher level spend upgrading their troop. Wait, to help reduce time higher level. Is that a sentence? To help reduce time higher level spend upgrading their troops. That's not a proper sentence. That's just not me reading it wrong. We have added a button on the overview menu for players level 101 plus that will allow players to level, trait, and ascend the troop they are looking at, all at once using available resources the player has. Anyways, holiday event improvements. So this is the one that we have going on next week. Unfortunately, this does not start till next week's Monday, not this Monday. However, next week's Monday, these will likely take effect. We have changed it so the holiday event shop will be available for 1 week after the event ends. Okay, so if you still have your material, you'll still be able to spend it. So before, the way that the resources work, unless they changed it, is any resources you don't use are gone forever. But now they added like a week window to be able to go and spend it. A lot of free-to-play games that I've noticed do this, so that's good. They're also going to be doing that. So before, let's say, it was a 2-week event. And if you didn't spend all your material by that final day of the 2-week, all your currency for it was gone. However, now it looks like there's a 1-week buffer. So assuming it's still a 2-week event, there will then be a 1-week buffer after the event where you won't be able to participate in the event, but you can still spend the currency that you have earned from the event in the shop, and then it's gone forever. So you get like basically an extra week to spend your stuff. So if you don't accidentally do it on that very last day and you forget about it, well, you have a whole extra week to spend it. So that's not more time that you can accumulate the resources, but more time that you can spend them that you have accumulated before they're gone forever. Anyways, we have introduced Golden Holiday Battle Energy that players can use to fight battles instead of their normal Holiday Battle Energy. How does that work? Golden Holiday Battles will give bonus event currency for winning, as well as a small amount of event currency if they lose. How do you get these? Bonus event currency is a flat amount, so it'll be the same regardless of player difficulty in the event. If players have any remaining gold holiday battles, how do you get these though? When the event ends, they will be able to exchange it for in the event shop for gem keys or event currency. Okay, that's cool. Let's see. Players can purchase golden holiday battle energy from the battle menu. Okay, we'll see how much those cost. Players will get bonus rewards after purchasing golden holiday battles 3 or 5 times. This only happens once per event. Art is going to cost money. They sound like they're going to cost money. So you're probably still just going to have to do it through the gem method like before. We have added new things to the event shop that will appear when the event shop, once the previous offers have been fully purchased. Golden Pet. This offer will appear after all the stock of the pet offers has been purchased. White pet food offer, which is kind of useless. Legendary metal offer, that is not useless. Hold up. This offer will appear after all the stock of the Tradestone offers has been purchased. Interesting. And Major Orb of Chaos offer, which might actually not be that bad because of other changes that are happening that we're about to read, which is actually right over here. So new orbs. They have added a lot of new orbs. Like a lot. Also, I've not been keeping up with chat. Hello, everyone. Hello. Let me start from where we kind of left off. Hello, Kosh. Welcome. I know this new update is absolutely crazy. It's just really cool. There's a lot of good stuff. We haven't even gotten to the best part. We're about to read the best part. We're going to have to cover a whole video on this later tonight. There's a lot to cover. Like after this stream ends and we mess with everything, we're just going to record another video just going over everything because we're definitely going to need a summary. Also, we're probably streaming for a couple hours tonight. There's a lot of things we need to touch on. With the main one we're about to read. Also, too bad we opened those 1,000 vault keys the other day. Because it's not too big a deal because we have such a big stash and we could always get more, obviously. However, there is some juicy stuff, like some insanely juicy stuff. Like pretty much the whole game is now streamlined. But anyways, hello, Kosh. Although one thing we're still missing, unless I didn't notice it somewheres, we still do not have Imperial and Deep books. There's still no way, unless it's further down that I didn't read yet. We still have no way to upgrade kingdoms, but maybe I just didn't get to it yet. Anyways, hello, Ricardo. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Tyrion. Hello, Cookie. Who was hello to? Hello, Henry. Hello, Daddy Shark. Hello, Anthony. Hello, Janice. Hello, Addict. Hello, Roman. Hello, Sushi Ninja. Yes, we got a patch. It just launched, actually about an hour ago? Not even. It was pretty recent. Pretty much as soon as the stream started. Hello, Crisp. Hello, Jamie. Hello, NASA. Hello, everyone else. Welcome. Anyways, let's get to the biggest part. So, new orbs. This is absolutely insane. So, we have added several new orbs to the game that players will be able to collect and use. Orbs of Forging. These orbs can be used to temper weapons that use Forge Scrolls. So, of course, what weapons use Forge Scrolls? Well, if we go to, well, it's actually already showing us a bunch of them. If we go to the Doom weapons, which are actually all at the top now, that's convenient. Oh, they are sorted by rarity now. So they actually have sorted all, wait, does that mean if I go to troops or if I sort by rarity? Wait, clear filter, save filter. If I go to base rarity, or actually just apply filter. No, let's go to base rarity. Do those apply at this top now too? Because this is for weapons. No, it isn't. They're still considered mythics, but they did do it separately for the Doom weapons now. So of course, as you guys know, it is very annoying to get all the Forge Scrolls you need in order to max out a weapon. As you can see here, I don't even have enough brown to get the singular brown weapon upgraded. And we've been collecting them over time. However, look what's over here. Major Forge Scrolls. So Orb of Forging will give 1 tempering level. Major will give all the tempering levels. And that's as broken as it sounds. That is 55 tempering levels. And this smaller one, this is as many as 10 Forge Scrolls. Though it could be less depending on what level you're doing it on. Obviously, Orb of Forging, if you're going to use it, you want to use on the later levels. Whereas Major Orb of Forging, you want to use on something you haven't touched at all. So for example, I think I have a couple weapons that I like partially got up. So like for example, this +3 Cauldron back when we were maybe going to upgrade all of them. And then I realized, oh wait, we're never, because this was like one of the ones that came in pretty early. And I was like, oh, we'll be able to just upgrade all of them. Then I noticed how much currency we were getting. And it's like, oh, we are definitely not going to be able to upgrade all of them. But you know what you can do now? You can now upgrade all of them. So for something like this, for example, since we already started upgrading it, we could do it to like right here. And then use a Orb of Forging, and then boom, we just saved ourselves 19 Forge Scrolls. And of course, obviously, the Major Orbs of Forging will be very, very desirable in that you could just take a weapon that you don't have any upgrades on, instantly max it, boom. So now all the Doom weapon, oh gosh, you know how much scarier Guild Wars is going to be? Now that literally everyone will have all the books maxed. Oh no. If you thought books were annoying before, wait until literally every single person has it maxed. Anyways. So, yeah, that's gonna be insane. You can actually now max every Doom weapon. No, so, okay, so next one. This one's pretty useless, unfortunately. They had to add at least one bad one, and this, unfortunately, is the one bad one. These orbs can be used to temper weapons. So basically, you know those currency that we have 1.5 billion of that they added. So you know trait stones, and the fact that they have an orange orb, and that orange orbs are basically useless later in the game. Well, they did it again. So ingots, of course, are completely useless in the current state of the game. And guess what they added an orb for? So these are basically orange orbs, except they're different. They're just for weapons, so they're the same thing. They do literally nothing. But there we go, we got that. However, the next one's good again. So these are orbs of minions. These orbs can be used to increase the max level of a pet. So this, to how I understand, is not referring to... I believe this is the Ascension, right? Oh wait, is this not the Ascension? I'm actually not sure. Let me double check. So if I click Upgrade, and I click Level Cap. Yeah, that's what I thought. It is. It's Orb of Ascension for pets. So this is really, really, really good, because now you can max out any pets. So now if you want to go and, let's say, a holiday pet that we've only ever gotten once, let's say, I don't know, what's a good example? There's probably 1 billion I already just passed. But, I don't know, I'm trying to find, like, here we go. Actually, here's a really good one. This pet has only ever had 1 copy released. It is literally impossible to have more copies than 1 of the 505 Games 15th anniversary pet. Only 1 was ever handed out, and there was never ever to this day a pet event for it. Meaning, and prior to today, this pet has been impossible to get fully maxed. However, all you have to do now is go to Upgrade, go to Level Cap, get yourself a major Orb of Ascension for minions, and then boom, you got yourself a maxed balloons. And of course, you could do this to any pet in the entire game. Meaning, as long as you have 1 copy of a old holiday pet, you will be able to go and max it out. So that is really, really, really cool. And a great change. A lot of really good changes. But yeah, now every single cosmetic pet in the past, you can simply max it out with an orb. No longer do you have to spend 2,500 gems or something similar. You just simply get one of those major orbs. What its drop rate is, I have no clue, but you get your hands on one of those major orbs, and then boom, you got yourself a max pet. And you can use them on holiday ones, you can use them on ones that have good bonuses, whatever you want to do it on. Though they are probably best used on old holiday ones, as those are the hardest ones to max. Though you could just use them on whatever you feel like it. Anyways, Orbs of Glory. So these are orbs that can be used to earn elite level. So we already saw this earlier. This is actually really good as well, because now we can start maxing out troops. And one weird thing about this is I don't think mythics consume more? Which, if that's the case, you know how easy it's going to be to upgrade mythics now? Because if elite orbs... Because you guys know, if you want to upgrade a mythic, you basically have to... the most efficient way, prior to this patch, is you throw down 3 Anus, then 2 Nishas, and then 3 Nishas. And then that's basically 5 Nishas and 3 Anus for a maxed out, as well as 6,000 souls, or sorry, 60,000 souls. So you do all that, and then boom, you have yourself a maxed out mythic. You could also have done it through the RNG system and basically scrapped a bunch of souls. However, there's a new system now. Lesser Orb of Glory, Orb of Glory, Major Orb of Glory, Bronze level, Silver level, Gold level. And to my understanding, you don't need multiple of these in order to go and end up maxing out what's it called? A mythic. So that's gonna be pretty insane. 3% chance on the Major Forge Orb. Okay, that's pretty low, but there's also a lot of orbs in the drop table now. Actually, is there a location where it shows the full orb drop list anywheres? Do you guys know? Is that actually posted on the forum or anywheres? Trying to see if they are adding any drop table lists anywheres. I'm trying to think where you could even look for that. Let's see. Yeah, did they actually post it on the forum? Orbs rate updated. Okay, let me go check the link that you just posted. Let me grab that. Wait. Oh, no, I can't grab it from here. Hold up. It must be on the forum somewheres. 1 second, let me go find it. Also, why is it not opening? Okay, why is my page frozen? There we go. Bunch of lag. Let me go see if I can try to find the thing that you just mentioned. Wait, does it actually mention it in the inventory? Wait, can you actually see it in-game from your inventory? Because that's what I was going to look for earlier. Because we have it here. But does it actually tell you where to go? Where on earth for orbs? I should just collapse everything that isn't orbs until we find it. There it is. Okay, there are all the orbs. It doesn't have like a... No, it doesn't have like a drop rate thingy. I was hoping it might have, but yeah, these are just all the resources showing them. It doesn't have like a drop list thingy. But, let's see. Oh yeah, it is Isabel's birthday, by the way. Make sure to say happy birthday. Was the drop rate mentioned here? Here it is. Okay, found it. Posted by Zadros. Let's see. These were what they were previously, which we already knew. A 35% chance for Orb of Wisdom, a 30% chance for Orb of Growth, a 20% chance for Orb of Clans, and 15% chance for Orb of Ascension. These we already knew. Now, these are what the drop rates are. 30% for Wisdom is unchanged. 25% for Growth is unchanged. So unfortunately, those two are unchanged, and they're the worst two. Oh, sorry. No, Orbs of Growth is actually reduced by 5%. What am I saying? Oh, sorry, both of them are reduced by 5%. What am I saying? But still, they're absurdly high still. But they were both only reduced by 5%. Orb of Clans was reduced by 5%. Actually, were all the old orbs? Yeah, all the old orbs have been reduced by 5%. The new useless one is a 10% chance, which means the only three that are good are 5% chance, a 3% chance, and a 2% chance. You have a 5% chance to get a lesser Orb of Glory. You have a 3% chance to get a... I'm not sure where it says lesser, because I'm pretty sure this applies to major or the lesser, depending on which one you're opening. So you have a 5% chance for a Orb of Glory. You have a 3% chance for Orb of Forging. And you have a 2% chance for Orb of Minions. Interesting. It doesn't mean that as in there's multiple. So each classic orb got a 5% reduction. Yeah, that we saw. In the best case scenario, the Orb of Growth would have been reduced by to 10%. Yeah, I know, right? Because you don't even need it. Interesting. Okay, so you only have a 10% chance of getting a new orb that is worth anything. Because Orb of Ingots is basically just a new name for Orb of Growth. It is just a completely useless orb that isn't used for anything. Because this is the one for trait stones, and this is the one, the weapon equivalent. So you only have a 10% chance of getting a good orb now. As far as the new ones are concerned. Interesting. I'll have to see how that pans out. Anyways, let's keep reading the patch notes, because we still have quite a bit of patch notes apparently to get through. They're almost through. Alright, so where were we? So the Lesser Orb of Glory can only be found in the Chaos Orb, while the, So Lesser Orb of Glory can only be found in Chaos Orbs, that we know. While Orb and Major Orbs of Glory can be earned in the major Chaos Orbs. Okay, I see. So you can only get the bronze rank for your... Okay, I see why I said that earlier. Okay. So you can only get bronze rank upgrade in a lesser. So lessers will only ever have bronze. In majors, you can get a silver or gold, but keep in mind you only have a 5% chance? 3? 2? What was the number again? It is a 5% chance that you get one of them. That's honestly not too bad. A 5% chance, that's 1 in 20. It's still pretty good. Because you have to keep in mind, a single one of those orbs is the equivalent of 1 metal, 2 metals, or 3 metals. The lesser ones that are in minor orbs is the equivalent of 1 entire metal, including a Nisha. So it's basically just a Nisha, in a sense. Whereas the silver one is like 2 Nishas, and the other one is like 3 Nishas. Because generally you're only really using them on mythics. Unless I'm missing something here, they don't cost any more to use on a mythic. So there's pretty much no situation where you wouldn't use them on a mythic. Like, you would want to do them all on mythics first, and if you finally max out every mythic, then you move on to legends. But assuming they don't cost any more to use, which I'm not seeing any indication of such, but assuming there is no additional cost to using them on a mythic, there's no reason why you would not use them on a mythic. So now mythics, assuming that is the case, should be easier to upgrade than ever. But anyways, let's keep reading. So all orbs except for Orbs of Glory has a regular version whose effect will trigger for 1 level, and a major whose will trigger all levels. This matches the orbs currently. Yes. We already read that. The Lesser Orb of Glory can only be found in Chaos Orbs, which we just went over. The smaller orbs will only have the bronze one, whereas the major orbs can have the silver or gold. Orbs of Minions and Orbs of Glory are much rarer to find. Yes, we just saw the drop rates. Oh, cool. They actually posted the drop rates here, too. You know what? Let's go click it. Here's the official post on their drop rates. Oh, cool. Yeah, they actually officially on their website gave us the full drop rates. Why can't they do this for everything? So we already went over this, but yeah, this is the exact full drop table. Here's interesting. So here's the full drop table for a major. So a major is 30% wisdom, 24% chance growth, 20% clans, 10% for major orb of ascension, 6% for ingots, 3% chance for major orb of forging, 3% chance for orb of glory, 2% chance for greater orb of glory, which this is basically a silver medal and gold medal respectively. So now we know those exact rates. 1% chance for major orb of minions. And, oh, wait, that's really low. But also, that's really good. Oh, no. Major orb of minions is as rare as orb of clans. Wait, what was the drop rate for the normal orb of minions? Oh, gosh. Orb of minions are going to be hard to get. Those are really rare. Really? But yeah, for one ascension on a pet is a 2% chance. And on the major one is literally as rare as Orb of Power. However, keep in mind, when we did a 1000 Volky opening, we did get 3 Orbs of Powers. Which means, realistically, in that time, we would have gotten 1 major Orb of pets in that time. Most likely. So that is something, or possibly with 2 if we got lucky. So that isn't too bad, but also they're kind of rare. They're definitely in that rarer category, that is for sure. Anyways, let's keep reading the rest of this patch notes. You got it for the Cocoa Bunny? Nice. I'm probably going to use it for the balloons, or for that one prestige pet, because neither of them are actually even capable of being maxed in the current state of the game prior to today. Anyways, let's keep reading. So we just went over the drop rates. The new orbs can be used from the following places. Yeah, we already saw that. So, new spell mechanic. We have added a new spell mechanic choice. Finally! Oh, this is huge. Oh, this is something we've been wanting for a while. Especially like way back in the day, like 5-6 years ago. I think they had a coding issue with making it work, but I think they finally figured it out. We have added a new spell mechanic, choice. Choice allows players to choose between 2 possible spell effects to cast. This is huge. Mythics that get this are going to be insane. The whole meta will actually be shifted probably around every new troop that gets choice. Because unless they're applying this to all troops, any new troop that has that kind of diversity essentially has 2 casts instead of 1. Assuming both of them are still really good. Like, obviously, it won't be as good if they're both all horrible options. But if it gives 2 decent options that are interchangeable depending on what you want to do for the given situation, these are going to be really good troops, especially on Mythics and Legends. So it'll be interesting to see exactly how this pans out, as this would allow your team to effectively have 8 casts instead of 4. Not directly, you know, you can't use both at the same time, but you can use either or. You get to choose. So be interesting to see how this pans out, because Gems of War has always had a bit of an issue where the most amount of casts you could have on your team is 4. But now you could theoretically have 8 or 7 if you're using heroes, unless hero could get choice as well. So yeah, that means you could effectively have 8 different options on your team instead of the standard 4. This will only be really good if, you know, we actually get good stuff for it. Obviously, the first several that we'll probably get will be horrible, but we will probably eventually get enough good choice options that we can make an entire team that is essentially 8 different cast options that are all good. So really curious to see how this pans out, as it has a lot of potential to be very strong. Players will get to encounter choice when it is released as part of next New Kingdom. Okay, well, New Kingdom confirmed. Well, obviously, it seems like we're getting 1 New Kingdom per year at this point. Early next year. Oh, that we didn't know. Early next year. Confirmed. New Kingdom. Interesting. And it's going to be bringing a bunch of choice options. Hopefully some good ones. Anyways, new warbands. We have added 2 new warbands to the merch masters. Let's go grab them real quick. We'll go look at them firsthand. So if we go over to shop, we click over to warbands. You lied to me. There's no new warbands here. Wait. Am I missing something here? We have added 2 new warbands, the Mech Masters and the Hunting Pack, into the game. They will be available... Oh, next weekly reset. Never mind. I should have read one more sentence. Never mind. They're not here till next Monday, which is the same time that the other event's starting. But yeah, never mind. It starts next Monday, not yet. So 1 week from today, we will have those. So never mind. We can't get them yet. So that does mean if you haven't gotten the current batch, I'm not sure if any of them are getting replaced. Last time they did. So if you're still missing a few of these and you have some war coins laying around, you might want to go get them, as I think 2 of them might rotate out. Oh yeah, it says it right here. So Dark Assassin and Poison Fangs. So if you don't currently have Dark Assassins or Poison Fangs, you might want to go get them, as these 2 are going to be the 2 that will rotate out. Why do they constantly have 5 on rotation? I have no clue. However, they do. And yeah, make sure to get these 2 if you haven't already. I would not spend money for it, but if you have the war coins laying around, get Poison Fangs and or Dark Assassins, as those are the 2 that are rotating out. Anyways, I only just get a banner. The banners aren't even that useful. I feel like on an average month, I use them maybe 3 times. Like some of the war coin locked banners. They're generally not too meta, but it's still good to have. Anyways, new gnome. So this is the well-awaited Dragonite gnome. I'm pretty sure he's rarer than Curse gnome, but at least he's here. I'm not sure how much Dragonite he drops, though. We've added a new gnome, the Dragonite gnome. He will have a similar chance to appear in regular and PvP battles as the Curse gnome. We have also introduced Dragonite gnome bait that players can use to encounter a Dragonite gnome in their next battle. Dragonite gnome bait will be used if no pet bait or Curse gnome bait is available, so it seems to take the 3rd precedent as far as its slot. We got 2 new achievements. Just match a bunch of dragon gems, which of course is the main gimmick of this current season, so it should be pretty easy. Or you could just use any of the many troops that have dragon gems. So we'll probably go get that in a little bit. And the other one is defeat 10 of these Dragonite gnomes, which is probably not happening anytime soon, because unless you go activate a Gnomapalooza right now, which I would not advise doing, but that's like probably the only way to realistically do it, as I assume these are as rare as Curse gnomes, meaning that if you grind for it for like 3 hours, you'll be lucky if you find 1. So, yeah, this could take a while to get 10. You might as well just wait till next Vault event, realistically. Unless you want to throw down a Palooza or 2 now to try to force it. Even then, 2 Paloozas might not even be enough. You might need like 3 Palooza. So unless you're like an Ultra Achievement Hunter that just wants it now on day 1, I would not advise trying to do this. As you're talking like probably 20 to 30 hours of grind if you're doing it manually, or like an hour of Gnomapalooza, which means you'd have to waste like 3 or 4 Paloozas. So I would not advise trying to get it now. Just wait till next Vault event, which is probably early next year, unless they're doing a special one for the holidays, which they might be. You never know. Anyways, actually, that's something I want to go check. Let me go check Terran's World. Has it been updated yet? Does anyone know? Because if it has been, I'm curious if they're adding a Vault event. Because before we did not have any Vault event going on. Yeah, I don't see any Vault event, unfortunately. Yeah, the next Vault event is slated for January 13th. Which, unless we're getting a last-minute special one for the holidays, we have to wait all the way till January 13th for that. Which isn't too big a deal. That's like a month from now. Actually, it's literally a month from now. But, yeah, you do have to wait a month. Anyways. But not that big a deal. So, anyways. Where were we? That's not what I wanted. Let's keep reading. So, some general changes. We have added a new heroic gem for a future campaign. Probably next campaign, realistically. Which will take place in 7 weeks from now? 6 weeks. Because we're on week 5 right now. Which we will be getting to some point. It's just we have a lot of new stuff to cover. We have added pop-ups in the in-game to promote when a new event is starting, ending soon, or to promote while an event is running for the following events. Campaign, Kingdom Pass, Legends Reborn, Holiday Events. Cool. We have changed the Kingdom Pass, Legend Reborn, and Holiday Events to unlock for players at level 10, as those events were causing some confusion to newer players. As I would kind of expect, as if you just got shoved in an event as you're like right doing a tutorial, I guess that would be kind of confusing. We have made collecting keys in the adventure path easy to do. So if a player accidentally taps the adventure button, this is mostly just for newer players, so there we go. Anyways, bug fixes. We have fixed an issue where some new players were able to access quests that are no longer in the Stonehammer's Vault, or no longer in use, like the Stonehammer's Vault that was, I believe, originally in Keyzale. That was a special one that had like evolved Gorgultha and a few other, but they have removed it and kind of re-overhauled that. Anyways, we have fixed an issue where the old event medal, converting to Medal of Seasons mail, would sometimes also target any new medals for the current event. Oh, that would be bad. I guess if you did that immediately as the event happened, like within the first 15 minutes that could maybe happen, that'd be bad. We have fixed an issue with Legends Reborn in Broken Spire that affected starting boards for other game modes. We have fixed an issue where the treasure hunt board would have invisible gems after playing Legends Reborn. We have fixed autoplay from appearing in treasure hunts. Oh, come on, just add. You know what this should have said? We have added autoplay to treasure hunts. This could have been so much better. This should have said we have added autoplay to treasure hunt instead of removed the button from treasure hunt. Oh, imagine if they did. I would actually use that. Well, assuming they also buff the loot. But yeah, unfortunately, even though there's autoplay, there's like almost no location you can use autoplay. Yeah, I did know it was there. We actually found that out during the autoplay patch, because during the patch notes we were messing around with it and just looking everywhere we could. And we went to Treasure Hunt and it's like, oh, the button's there, and then we tried using it. And it's like, wait, it doesn't do anything. But yeah, it was in Treasure Hunt, but it didn't do anything. And they could have just made it do something, but unfortunately, they just removed it. Oh. We have made several fixes to text or translations within the game. And we have fixed an assortment of smaller issues, though definitely not all of them. There's still probably 1,500 bugs. The 6.7 update will be available on all platforms except Nintendo Switch, who will receive it at the later date, probably early next year. Anyways, that's all rundown. So, before we start getting into the tasks, should we open some Volkies and see if we get a new orb? I think we should. I know we just did 1,000 the other weekend, of which we probably shouldn't have, in hindsight now. But, anyways. Let's go bring back Magnesia real quick, and I'm going to keep doing Volkies until we find a new orb. And then we're going to go do all the Chapter 5 tasks, and then we're going to hunt for more orbs. But first, let's start by seeing if we can find any new orb. I don't care which, I just want to see any that are new. So we're going to do this until we find one. Oh, we found the moon. Another tarot card. But yeah, we'll keep doing this until we find one. Also, let me go hand out a redeem code. We'll hand out a couple redeem codes tonight. Feels like we've been handing out a lot recently, but this is a big day, the big 6.7 patch. Also, I will have a recap video probably going up later tonight on everything as well. And if you guys still have any other questions, definitely let me know, as I think I might have missed some chat while I was focused on reading the notes. Can I sing you happy birthday later? Oh yeah, we can sing. Yeah, let's everyone sing Isabel happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Isabel. Happy birthday to you. Hope you had a wonderful birthday. You already got one of my gifts earlier. Where's Elifie? We go bring out Elifie, she wants. Though my new setup makes it kind of hard for him to sit anywhere, is the only problem. And he can't fit on the mic like the little Rowlet can. It's kind of a bit big. Hope you had a wonderful, wonderful birthday, Isabel. Hello, Barbara! Welcome, welcome. Let's see if we can find one of these new orbs. She does, I promise you. We'll go get it in a little bit. I don't want to just have it here the whole time, though. I guess I could set him over there. He might be like slightly off camera. I could like set him in that little area that's holding my water and just move the water. Which reminds me, I might need more water. Also, did they like lower the drop rate of orbs? Where are my orbs? I'm just trying to find a new orb. I don't care which, just show me one. Show me one, anyone. Pick one, anyone. Also, you know what this means now? We gotta power grind every vault event for the rest of forever now. Because now vault events, when you get 1 billion keys, gives you access to, like, everything. Like, the only thing we didn't get in this patch is a good way to upgrade kingdoms. But now you can max out every pet. You can, gold medal every troop. Like, every single thing is now super accessible. Getting all the Dragonites easier than ever now. Though they didn't fix the whole, I wonder if they're going to be doing that in a later patch. Because one thing they didn't do, they didn't give us a way to select, like, what dragon we want. We still have to go through the RNG system. However, they have added the Dragonite gnome. Oh yeah, so that reminds me. Does anyone know, has it been confirmed yet, is Dragonite gnome in this drop table? Because I'm opening a bunch of keys right now trying to get one of the new orbs, of which we haven't found yet. But we're trying to do that. But I wonder if I can also get a chance at getting a new gnome. Not obviously getting him as a drop here, but, you know, getting him as a physical card. And then maxing him with a major orange. I mean, a major blue. Oh, and I guess a major orange if we really want to. Come on, give us one new drop. I'm just looking for anything. Okay, you did find him? Okay, so technically we're hunting for 2 things right now, real quick. So I'm just going until we get, like, any new thing. And then we're going to go do all the Chapter 5 tasks, and then we're going to continue hunting and see if we can get some of these orbs later. A lot of Volkey opening this week. Oh, Curse Gnome. That's not the one I'm looking for. I'm looking for the new Curse Gnome. Yes, there's a lot of new orbs. There's like 4 new orbs. There's a useless one that upgrades ingots, and then there's 3 useful ones. One of them which gives you elite levels, one of them which upgrades your forge level for doom weapons, and a final one that maxes pets, which is kind of insane. But yeah, now it is possible to max out every Doom weapon. It is now possible to gold medal every troop. And it is now possible to max out every pets, even if you only own one copy of it. As long as you own one copy of it, it is now possible to max out a pet. Yeah, theoretically, there's like 9 different orbs, depending on how you look at it. There's like 4, but if you break down like every category of what they are, I think it's like 9 or something. But theoretically, there's only 4 new orbs. Like, there's 4 categories of orbs, but if you count them numerically, I guess it's around 9. Because there's only 4 categories. Oh, come on, 1% chance for that really good one. No, we got Major Purple. But yeah, there's 4 new categories of orbs. Ones that upgrade ingots, or, you know, the weapons. Ones that are basically Forge Scrolls, which upgrade Doom weapons. One that upgrades pets, and one that upgrades elite levels. But as far as actual numerical number of orbs, yeah, I think it's like 9 or something. Because there's what? 2 different Forge ones. There's 2 different pet ones, so that's 4. There's... what's the other 2 categories? Forge, pet. I literally just said them all, and now I can't think of them. There's 3 for the elite levels, so that brings us to 7. And I guess the other 2 had 2 as well. Which was the other one? Yeah, because ingots, pets. Yeah, because because 3 of them have 2, and then 1 of them has 3. So yeah, that would come out to 9. Because all of them have 2 except for Glory, which has 3. I guess that would have been a lot easier to think about that way. Yeah, literally all of them just have 2 like every other orb, with the only one being the exception being Glory, which has 3. 1 for bronze level, 1 for silver, and 1 for gold. Come on, show me the new orbs. I literally just want to see 1 new orb, and then we're going to go do the standard tasks, and then we're going to go back to hunting for more of these things. Yeah, epic Volkies might be worth it now. We might have to go dip into them some slightly. We'll see. Because they, I think, drop 3 orbs when they drop an orb, which gives us 3 chances at that new stuff. I kind of want to save them for an eventual 1000 epic Volky opening. But, I don't know. If it seems really desirable to start opening them, they might. We'll see. Anything good? Oh, come on, Major Blue. You're so bad now compared to what we could be getting. It's kind of funny, because now Major Blue and Major Purple are bad drops. They went from, like, they're kind of bad drops to they are just definitively bad drops now. And you only have, like, a 10% chance for a really good one. You can set Dragonite Gnome to defend team and battle it 10 times for the achievement, FYI. Oh, can you really? That's kind of broken. Is that actually intended? I don't feel like that is. That's kind of broken. We need to go get that achievement real quick. That does imply I would need to know someone who has the troop, though. Gosh, we got another tarot card. We already got 2 within 20 drops. We already figured out earlier that their drop rate is about 1 in 20. We already got 2 within 20. That's not what we're looking for. Also, I just realized something, though, with what we're doing. We only have about a 10% chance every single time we find an orb that we're going to get a new one. Oh, wait, this says new on it. Wait, why does it say new? Does that mean we got a new one? It did! It spoiled us. Okay, well, we found one. Unfortunately, it's the worst one, though. No! We got an orange orb. But the icon is different. We got an orange orb. Oh no. So what this orb does is, it does nothing. It, do I even have a weapon not upgraded? Yeah, here we go. Bane of Gods. So what this does is it gives you 1 tempering level and a standard weapon. So for example, let's say I wanted to save, for whatever reason, 9, I'm not going to click this now, but if I wanted to, I could save 9 legendary ingots. In case my 15,119, in case I wanted to make sure I still had 15,119 instead of 15,110, I could click this button. But for obvious reasons, they are useless. They're basically the new orange orb. It's the only bad orb they added, unfortunately. But, of course, it has the highest drop rate. But there we go. We got a new orb. Anyways, let's go do the tasks. As we do still have a campaign, and I haven't even touched it. So we're going to go do the entirety of this campaign. And then we're going to go and continue hunting for those. And mess around with the new patch more. But let's go do the entirety of the campaign. So let's go break up the tasks. Ooh, nice, Isabel. Alright, let me go get, let me go bring up the whole task list real quick. Wait, why'd I go over here? Well, I guess we'll just do it this way. Yeah, I'll be donating all the gold to the guild probably Christmas Day. I'm not sure exactly when. We'll be donating tens of millions. Can we start a timer? A timer for what? How long it's going to take to do this? Oh yeah, we can start a timer, I guess, real quick. Yeah, let's see how long it takes. Because normally we can tell based on the start of the stream. However, we've been streaming for 40 minutes and we're about to stream for like another 2 to 3 hours. So yeah, let me go bring up a timer. Because this will give us an indication to how long it takes us to do all these tasks. I'll start it as soon as we start doing them. First I need to find where on earth my timer is. 1 second, there it is. Okay. But anyways, let me go bring up the tasks. Let me go move this over to the side. Where on earth is the task list? Somewhere's all the way down here. Right there. Okay, I'll open link address. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, so... Did not load? There it goes. So, okay. We gotta use Azasian team 15 times. Well, hello, reroll. Oh, then again, I don't know. I'm gonna re-roll it just because it's the first one. What could possibly roll? Oh, there it goes. Perfect. Yellow. Alright, then you gotta use Goblin Banner, which is that one brown-green one. Really easy. Craft 2 green summoning stones. Win 10 ranked PvP. About to re-roll that as well. Explode a bunch of gems. Kill 2 treasure gnomes, which basically just open a vault key. 2 event keys. 30 gold chests. Use a dagger weapon. I guess we'll do it. Explore 1 Zasian time. Which is like Phoenicia or something. Get 7 goblin kills, which is pretty much just do Zasian one more time. Complete 1 treasure hunt. Oh gosh, we gotta do treasure hunt. Kill King Iron Guts. There should be a billion in PvP. Complete 1 adventure board. We're gonna do that anyways. Use the thief class for 3 wins and get 10 green kills. So it looks like most of our progression will be on bronze, interestingly enough. Okay, so let me go do green until we hit a wall. So it wants me to go do 2 green summoning stones, and then we're gonna re-roll so we don't have to do PvP. Anyways, let me start the timer. See how long this takes. Okay, it's been taking us under half an hour pretty consistently lately to do all the tasks. Let's see. But if you guys still have any other question or anything you want me to go over, do let me know. And also feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly, greatly appreciated. Alright, so there's a 2 green summoning stones. Let me go open our event keys now. But yeah, what do you guys think of the new patch? Honestly, it's pretty much the best patch we got all year. The only thing they haven't really streamlined now is kingdom upgrading, which hopefully it'll do in some patch next year. Also, hopefully we finally get the treasure hunt rework. But, yeah, they made so many things easier to get. The only problem is getting a lot of orbs, while doable, isn't, like, a super easy thing to do. Like, the main way to do it is farm vault events and get a bunch of vault keys and then open those. Alright, we got the dagger one. Wait, what's our middle one right here? Okay, I need to go re-roll this one. Okay, we gotta kill a bunch of red and a bunch of yellow. Okay, so dagger. It wants me to go use dagger real quick. So we'll just go to, you know what? Let's go to Zasian. Let's go to explore 5 because we're going to need to anyways for the other objective. And you know what? We'll go throw down 3 daggers. What's the easiest way to put a dagger onto a high kill team? I'm probably just going to go with you then. Wait, Romaine can't one-shot this range. Double Romaine could. Wait, how do I want to do this? What if I just daggered the Zulgoth team? Because that would work. Let me just go to weapons. Just find, like, literally any random dagger. And this will probably work out a little bit better. Just do something that doesn't really block anything relevant. Okay, there we go. And let's kill it real quick at this. What is the Lesser Orb of Glory for? The Lesser Orb of Glory allows you to get a bronze level. There's basically 3 of them. The Lesser does bronze, the medium one does silver, and the last one does gold. And if I understand correctly, it doesn't cost any more to do it on a mythic. So basically, there's no reason why you would use it on anything other than a mythic, as it is now a way to upgrade mythics very, very cheaply. Like we're talking like entire niches of saving, where the lesser one is like 1 whole nisha, a medium one is like 2 whole nishas, and then the other one is 3 nishas, which is kind of insane. Because there's basically a 1% chance now that when you do a major orb, basically the same chance that you would have gotten a power, but you have a 1% chance that you're just going to straight up get a triple Nisha drop. Not Nisha token, Nisha metal. Effectively, as far as what it can do. Which is absolutely insane how much loot that is. Which means now vault events are more desirable than ever to grind. Because the amount of loot that you get from vault keys is even more insane. Like, if you thought the loot that we got last Saturday was high, Wait now. Now that there's all the new orbs, they're so much better than it was already. A little unfortunate that we did the 1,000 key opening. Literally the weekend beforehand, but oh well, it happens. Yeah, it happens. Just gotta grind for more at a later point. It's not too big a reserve anyways. Be able to get more. Anyways, let's keep moving forward. So now it wants me to go do explore in Zhejiang. Well, guess what I was already doing and prepped for? That's why you just check the tasks preemptively, so you can get those synergies. Because this task only cures if you finish it out. It does not cure if you do every single individual battle. So since we've already started this, we are already ahead of the game. And all we have to do now is clear this out, and boom, we'll be good to go. Because instead of having to do every single battle, now we only have to do 2 more battles. Or sorry, 1 more battle. Oh no, we will have to do 2. You would only have to do 1 here if you didn't have so many shards. But because I have so many shards laying around, I am actually going to have to do 2 fights, unfortunately. Not too big a deal. It is still less fights overall since we preemptively did the dagger fights to make it so we didn't have to do those 3. We still saved ourselves from having to do 3 fights. Well, I guess we still have to do them, but you know, it was covering a different task simultaneously. So it's kind of like we didn't have to do them. Oh no, I didn't get the... how on earth did Zulgoth miss that? Alright, there we go. And we will have to do this one last little fight since we do have enough shards, which is unfortunate, but oh well. But yeah, we're going to need to get a new orb counter up. We'll do that as soon as we finish out all these tasks. So far, we've gotten 1 forge. We're just going to open a bunch of keys and just see how many new orbs we can get. We'll be doing that as soon as we finish out all the Chapter 5 tasks. But then we're just going to go keep hunting down the new orbs. It'll be like a mini version of the 1,000 Volky opening, except way shorter. We're not doing it 1,000 tonight. There's no way we're doing that many, but we are doing some. Okay. So now it just wants me to, what, kill goblins? Kill enemies in any battle? Sure, you know what? Well, we're already here. I could change my team, but, you know, I'm just going to keep sticking with this. Not too big a deal. We got to kill 7. It's 2 battles, unless we get unlucky. This battle already has 4. The next battle should have 3. Unfortunately, didn't get good mana there. Always unfortunate when you see your Thrall be 1 mana short. Normally, one thing that you can actually do for that is Flamerefer. Flamerefer gives 1 mana to all other allies. This might seem like a ridiculously useless amount. However, guess who normally needs exactly 1 mana? Thrall. So it's actually very convenient a lot of times. Hopefully this battle has at least 3 goblins and we'll be good to go. It has 2? No, it has 2. Really? It gypped us a goblin. That last guy's definitely not a goblin. Oh, that's unfortunate. It happens, though. You know what? This dagger's probably enough damage. It isn't! No! Really? How on earth is that not enough? Such a bad weapon. I'm not even sure what that weapon is. I just chose the first dagger I saw. But apparently it's not good. Oh, in all fairness, almost every dagger weapon is bad with a few exceptions like Skeleton Key and Turnip. Also, Turnip does count as a dagger, by the way. That new Turnip that you should 100% make sure you get before the end of this week is actually considered a dagger. Alright, there we go. Alright, Treasure Hunt. Oh, it wants me to go do Treasure Hunt? Really? Should we repick Treasure Hunt? You know what? It pains me to do this because you guys know I love doing Treasure Hunt. But based on what my other tasks are, I'm actually going to reroll. Mostly because my other 2 tasks are telling me to kill a billion different colors. So I'm going to go to Whitehelm real quick on low difficulty. Mostly because this place has a lot of red yellow, and that will cover our options. And we'll just go with heavier Dust Devil, I guess. Where's my Dust Devil team? Where is my Dust Devil team? There it is. I'm going with the higher damage one because I don't think we have enough damage otherwise. Hey, you'd prefer to see the Rowlet? I'll go get Rowlet real quick. Might as well. He'll fit on the mic as well. We'll get Rowlet for Isabel's birthday. And put him on the mic. Oh, the mic is going down. Let's see. There we go. I need to tighten the mic more later. Let's see. I need to move this in a way where I can... No! I think it's this one I need to tighten. Which is probably the upper one I actually should tighten. Because otherwise it's going to keep going down slightly. Stay. Stay on mic. Good. There we go. Can you guys still hear me? Let me know. Because the mic's a little bit further away, but So he's so saturated from the light. Maybe make the light a little bit lower. There we go. Oh, but now we're dark. I need better lighting in this room. That's something I definitely need to get next. Is fix our lighting situation. One of us is going to be overly saturated. Alright, now it makes too big of a shadow. I'm going to have to move that up slightly. Unfortunately, it doesn't have like a small adjust. Now he's just super bright. How did you click the Ascend All Troops button on the PS4? Wait, is there actually an option for that now? Wait, can you really just ascend all? That's really funny. Is there just an Ascend All button? I don't even want to try looking for it. I don't want to click it on accident. But in all fairness, haven't I already ascended everything, though? We gotta kill one Iron Gut. That's interesting. Easiest way to do this is to click this Iron Gut that's sitting right here. That's convenient. I was gonna say reroll until we find an Iron Gut, or we could just find one. Finding one also works. We're gonna have to Zolgoth him. Luckily, that should be very easy to do. And it's match. So is the Pokemon shiny now? Kind of. He's definitely bright, that's for sure. He is definitely very, very bright. I complete all adventure board tasks. Okay. Well, we're probably going to do most of these anyways. Well, I was going to do one of them anyways. Unfortunately, only one good one there. Let's bring out Magnesia, I guess. Oh, so we're on track for almost like a 20-minute complete. We're getting some pretty good synergies on this one. Unless there's something under silver that's going to take us forever. Not really. Because we're doing the reroll right now, which is the most time-consuming thing on silver. Wait, what was under the gold task? It was use God. Oh, that's really quick. It takes like 5 minutes. Oh wait, I'm frozen. Oh, there it goes. I'm not sure why it's lagging so much. There it goes. But yeah, I still can't get over how many things are in the 6.7 patch. There's a lot of good quality of life in it. Unfortunately, nothing to infinite grinds, though if you already have a Volkey reserve, there technically is. But if you don't have a Volkey reserve, there's nothing new to technically infinite grind on. But they definitely have made orbs a lot more incentivized. To such a degree, if I see an offer for that how much does it cost, that one random orb on a daily? Isn't it 200? Because honestly, I'm almost going to click it now. 200 for a random orb? Is that worth it? You know what? I think it's still not worth it now that I think about it. Because the drops that are actually useful on it are very, very low drop rate. Like, we're talking single percentages. Which means even though in theory it's kind of good, in practice it's still probably not worth 200 gems. It's just such a high price margin. Alright, this should be the last one we need. Now we're moving on to the next task. Might be able to finish all bronze before we even finish the other category. I might even reroll whatever the final task is just so we can get it done passively. Adventure complete. Let's see. Adventure board all done, all that. We almost have our Red Slayer in. Okay, it wants me to go use Thief Hero 3 times. Sure. Let's go to like Cinemirage or something. Wants me to use Thief. I don't have my Rowan set up on Thief, but we could make it Thief real quick. Thief. I could also just run my Thursday class team, I guess. Though, in all fairness, that one's not going to be like ultra quick. Because it needs, it doesn't have Empower. You have to manually get it because you don't have access to Empower. There's something, while goblins have gotten a lot of overpowered things, they have not gotten access to empower, unfortunately. There's one thing that they're specifically missing, even though they've gotten like almost every other broken mechanic. They do, however, not have access to empower. Yeah, Isabel's a great person. Has been great support over the years as well, which is greatly, greatly appreciated. Oh gosh, we gotta kill yellow, we gotta kill red, and we gotta kill green. Well then, we should probably go kill some stuff. Because it wants us to kill half the colors in the game. Got half a rainbow here. What do we even want? Probably just quick kill Ironhawk real quick. Because we're on Explore 1, or we should be, unless I changed it. One of these should trigger in another few fights. And I need to re-roll that one. Because what are we getting after? Explode 250 gems? As easy as that is, I almost want to re-roll it. As weird as that may seem. No, we should probably do it. Wait, what's underneath it? What's underneath it is so easy, though. It really depends if we feel like what we're going to be able to do doesn't need it. I'm trying to think, because if we're trying to get the other two, green and yellow. Forest of Thorns. Wait, which one do we need more of? Yellow? Wait, which one? I need more yellow than I need green. So honestly, I might as well stay in White Home then. Let me double check how much a Rowan gets from this. By Rowan, I mean a leprechaun. Because is it counting how many gems are exploded or how many are directly being exploded? Because if it's counting total that's being exploded, we're getting like 20 per fight, if not more. If it's counting individual gems, it's less than that. Oh, it's counting everything. Never mind, this will take like 0 seconds. I forgot, it counts literally everything. We just got 40 in one fight. Because it cleared almost the whole board. So yeah, this will be super quick. Wait, did we just roll the 7% insta-kill on Thief? That's not one main gimmick that you use Thief for. As well as the fact that it has like billions of summons. But it has a 7% insta-kill on last slot every time you get a kill. And it does stack with itself. So if you get a 7% kill, that 7% kill can trigger a 7% kill. If you get really lucky, you just wipe out the whole team. But a chain of 7% kills. Which obviously almost never happens. But hey, it's not impossible. And it has happened a couple times. Do you really want to face an empowered goblin team in Guild War? No. I was just mentioning that to point it out. That it doesn't exist. Not that it should exist. Because that's why our Thursday team has no empower on it. And we went down the Mana Link route. Because there is no empower to use under goblins. Hey, we should almost have enough green kills. I think that's the main thing bottlenecking us right now. No, that was just on bronze. The main thing bottlenecking us is yellow kills. Alright, we got OK Boomer. Which gives us the final task here. Which is literally just open a vault key, which we'll be doing a billion times over. So all I have to do now is kill yellow. Because once we kill those yellows, all we have to do then is use Goblin Banner 15 times. And we're good to go. And you know what we can actually go do? We can just go use our normal team for vault keys and do it there. Or we could even do it for the Road event so we can get some Road event in there. I didn't plan on doing too much Road event, but we could do it enough times to do the banner. Though it would be way quicker just to do the Dust Devil 15 times. I could also re-roll it and just get it done passively, theoretically. But it depends what we re-roll it into. What if it'd be worthwhile? I might just do it manually just to make sure we don't get a bad re-roll. Just in case it does re-roll really badly. A lot of them recently have been better stuff that hasn't been as annoying. You never know when you're going to get the really annoying re-roll. Oh, we got Green Slayer. That's not the one we care about, though, because Bronze is already done. The only one we just re-rolled now was... Oh, never mind. That wasn't even a re-roll. That was just the actual task itself. It was just to kill 10 green. That was the task. So all we need now is just a few more yellow kills. And then I think the only thing left is 15 of that banner, which we can easily just dust double down real quick. But unfortunately, I do need all my yellow kills in before I can do it. Also, what happened to all the yellows in this kingdom? I always thought this was a good place for yellow. Does it feel like every battle has like 0 yellows? You only had 3 Volkeys and dropped the Dragonite gnome. Wait, you actually got one within 3 Volkeys? Nice. Yeah, we'll see if we can get him a little bit later to stream. We'll be doing that as soon as we finish this out. Because we're going to go back to opening like a billion Volkeys once we finish this in the next 5-10 minutes. I don't think we can do it under 20. Oh, this could be somewhat close. I think we'll get it done in 22 minutes, it looks like. Let's see. Which ought to be our quickest time yet. Because the only task I have left is 15 quick wins. We'll technically do a vault once. But yeah, that's all we have to do. You know what? Let's go to the vault one real quick. That's not what I wanted. Oh yeah, we still have to go to dungeons. What am I looking for? I'm looking for vault. Vault. Let's bring a Phoenicia team in there real quick. If I really wanted to, you know what we can actually go do? You know what? We're just gonna do it this way. This will make it take a little bit longer, but it's gonna be doing something we were already gonna want to do anyways. Oh, where's Goblin Banner? I'm just gonna run this with Goblin Banner. I was gonna roll it this way. Oh, this is not the team I wanted. Well, actually, no, this works. This is enough damage, right? Oh, but you don't get the cascaded damage. Yeah, we need to go back to Magnesia if we're gonna do this. Because this one's a lot slower, running it not with Magnesia. Because you have to go get all the mana. And I'm not sure if black mana goes even enough to kill. It is there. Alright, let me go switch to Magnesia then. We actually don't want that one. Oh, there's... Oh, wait. Is it a good one? No, it's not a new one. Actually, it will be marked with new. We actually already know before we even click on it. You know what? I'm just going to do this the quick way. Fine. We'll do the quick Dust Devil way. Just to get this out of the way real quick. We'll just go to Cinema Mirage. Go there, go there, go there. Click on any of these teams. Change the banner. Actually, you know what? Change the other one. It's slightly quicker, though. By the time I clicked out of it, I'm not sure how much quicker it really is. All color, green, brown, Goblin Banner, boom, boom. Okay. And all I have to do is click this button 14 times and we win. And that'll be every task completed in about 22 minutes. Which isn't too bad. It's actually our quickest time yet, because I think our quickest time otherwise was like, what, 25? So that was with a bunch of talking. This time around, we didn't really count all the talking, so this might actually not be our quickest time yet on the objective. Because I kind of cut out all the talking stuff since we were already gone for, you know, 40 minutes. So I timed only the actual time that we were doing it. So this might not actually be the quickest we've ever done it. Because the time we have up right now does not include any side talking, for the most part. Like, it was just all us just doing the tasks. Whereas a lot of the other times that we had included, you know, when we're doing intros, saying hi, all the other things. Because normally it was right at the start of the stream, so we could just do it based on how long the stream has been going on for. But since we're doing it in the middle of the stream, we kind of started a timer when we're actually starting to do it, rather than all the other stuff. Oh, I missed the second part of your question? Sorry, what was that, Inflame? Let's see. You got the achievement in 25 minutes. What was your question, though? Let's see. Oh, you got the Dragonite gnome on the second and faults on your defend team. I got the achievement done in 25 minutes. Yeah, someone's mentioned that earlier. Or if you can get it on your defend team and then just fight it a bunch, you can get it done very quickly. And yeah, you can actually do it with your own, too. You wouldn't even need someone else's. But yep, it is Isabel's birthday. Hopefully it went well. Alright, how many more do we need? 4 more. Alright, so it'll be 22 minutes then. Not too bad. Oh, it wasn't a question, just a very lucky drop. Yeah, you mentioned you got it in 3 keys. I read that earlier. You got it in 3 keys and then you got the achievement off of it. By spamming it in defend. Alright, 2 more, and that is 22 minutes for all tasks. Not too bad. Then we'll go back to hunting the gnomes, and we'll need to go get some counters up as well. For the new orbs. Alright, 1 more battle. And that is objective complete. There it is. That's all tasks. 22 minutes. Not too bad. We've definitely been getting it under half an hour pretty consistently lately. Alright, there we go. All tasks in about 22-ish minutes, give or take. And it's like the 5th week in a row now that we got it under 30. Oh, and Drogoth can be upgraded again. There we go. Unfortunately, no particularly good loot otherwise. Curious to see how this dragon pans out. It doesn't seem overly good. But I like its final trait. Eliminates a bunch of magic from all enemies when matching for extra turn. Like, that's not useless. That definitely has potential. It also has start a battle into a blue-purple storm. Which is actually the first troop to have that. There's perpetual blue-purple storm. However, there's nothing that does it only at start a battle. Which sometimes you might not want it for an entire battle. Oh, also, Isabel, you mentioned this earlier. I didn't realize you already threw it down. Wow. I thought you mentioned you were going to do it later. I didn't realize you threw it all down right now. Thank you, Isabel. Gosh, I guess she did it for her birthday. 107. You did say you threw down 100. But, oh, wow. I see what you mean now. I thought you said that as in you're going to be doing it, not that you did do it already. Now, you know what they need to go add to legendary tasks? Orbs. But yeah, let's see how much drops we get here. Any mythics? 110 million? Nice. Okay, let's see what we get. This is what Isabel dropped for her birthday for the guild. Greatly appreciated. Let's see what we get here. Come on, show us the troops. Anything good? Anything good? Anything good? Anything good? Come on, show me a mythic. No, no mythic. Gosh, all those drops, no mythic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 legends, no mythic. Really? That's unfortunate. We got one of the holiday ones, though. Spooky Imp. Though I already have it. But let's see. How many keys do we get? 836 glory, 453 gem, and 125 events. About 13,000 glory. And unfortunately, the rest is not usable. But yeah, we could use some orbs in here. Get rid of these trait stones, replace them with some orbs. Get rid of some of this dead weight in here. Like, replace all these trait stones with, like, random orb drops. Because one of them literally is orbs. It's just the orange orb. So just, like, replace every trait stone here with orbs. Anyways. So, where were we? Well, thank you, Isabel. Great amount of loot right there. You know what? Let's go to dungeons real quick before we start opening, like, a billion keys. And, actually, let me get this timer out of here, too. I don't need a timer anymore. But, let me go close that window. Because I'm going to go get a tracker for all the orbs and see how many we can get. But first, let's go to dungeons real quick. Boom. Nice. Some sapphires. Boom. Boom. Oh, you know what that is? It's time to play Guess That Door. For any of you new here, whenever we get this amount of doors, or when we get the top 3, we guess which door is the correct door, and we hand out an extra redeem code if chat gets it right. So, which door is correct door? Let's see. Which door is correct door? Oh, also, we're going to have a special holiday code as well that will have one of the old holiday pets, one of the old Christmas pets in it. We'll be handing that out on Christmas night, not to be confused with Christmas Eve, specifically the 25th, at our normal time that we always stream. But here we go. 4 is the one all the way to the left, 5 is middle, 6 is the one all the way to the right. And if chat gets it right, we'll hand out an extra code. So I'll be right back. I need to go get a quick water. So I'll be back in like 1 minute. Let me grab a water, and then we'll go and do whatever the poll says. Sorry, on delay. We are back. Alright, where were we? Poll says 5. Do the opposite of what poll says? Why? What is the poll lowest one? What's the lowest on the poll right now? The lowest on the poll is 4. Honestly, we've had some really good rate at doing the opposite. I still hand out the code based on what chat says, But yeah, 4 is losing, so... Hey! We got it! You know what? We'll still hand out a code. Honestly, I'm not sure what's up with the votes. But honestly, whatever the opposite of the poll is, wins. Like, almost every time. Man, we'll hand out a code. We'll still do it. But first, let's go do the battles. But yeah, we got a free Dragonite. That doesn't really matter as much now that there's a Dragonite gnome. Well, it's still hard to get Dragonite, but you know, it's easier now that there's a Dragonite gnome that drops Dragonite. But anyways, oh yeah, we have to use bigger teams now. Oops, that's not what I want. Let me go back to like Flamer Fur or something. Oh yeah, you know what else I need to switch over to? Dragon Guard. Because we actually need the slight tankiness to not die here. Oh, so that's something I need to cover a video on soon. I haven't gotten to level 20 yet, but I wanted to cover a bunch of teams for very high level dungeons. The only problem is I haven't unlocked level 20 yet, which is unfortunate. It's complete RNG if we do or not. Otherwise, I probably would have already covered it. I guess we still could, but it feels weird covering it if we're not already at 20. Because I've never actually experienced the exact difficulty of it. And while we kind of know what teams we'll need for it, I just don't have access to actually seeing it specifically. There's one that, what we're using right now, it should be fine for it, but there's other builds we'd be able to do as well once we're that deep in. We even bring out the Iron Gut, though probably not. You would need something a bit more consistent than Iron Gut. Though I don't think anything has immune to 4 times Curse, so you could technically bring out the Curse Devourer team if you really wanted to. I'm pretty sure different variants of Zolgoth would be some of the quickest things, though. Maybe even using that one mana generator for Zolgoth that I don't care for that much. That one skull-related one. But there's a bunch of wild cards. There's really good Zolgoth synergy that if you need to cast them more than once is actually pretty useful. Though so is Thrall. Thrall also does that. Good old Thrall. I can't give up my Thrall. How could we do such a thing? Yeah, the fights are at like level 200 or something, 230. That sounds about right. It was like double whatever Explorer... Isn't it like double Explorer 12 or something? Like its stats go really high. I'm trying to get a purple and it just refuses to... Oh yeah, you know what else we need to be doing? I need to take Dragon Gems. Because we actually have an objective during this patch to take 100 Dragon Gems. I wonder how close we've gotten on it. Ooh, this is not ideal. Okay, we'll go forward again, just hope we get lucky. Good enough. Get rid of that so we can actually pressure skull damage. That dies, that's fine. Because then we just Zolgoth again and it's over. Yeah, worst comes to worst, he has barrier and everything else. There we go. Alright, there we go. 114 Dragonite. Not bad. Perfect dungeon run. I think this is our 5th one. Pretty sure it's our 5th. 5th, 6th, I'm starting to lose track. But anyways, I can go click these now. We got a freeze trap, which would have been annoying, and we got a reduction of stats, which also would have been annoying. Do I even click buy Dragonite anymore? I don't know, what do you guys think? Are you even bothering with Dragonite now that there's Dragonite Gnome? Because I'm tempted to not click it. I'm also tempted to maybe go for some of the eggs. You know what? Let's open some eggs. We're going to do a lot of things tonight. Let's go open a few eggs. Because we got a Dragonite Gnome now. We can start fighting them naturally. I'm not sure how much he drops, but he exists. I don't know, let's test our luck. Let's play the RNG machine. What dragons am I missing? I am missing... So we're looking for 2 things. We're looking for purple and we're looking for brown. I will open 3. And no more than 3. But I will open 3. And as long as we get a purple or a brown, I will be happy. If we get both, that is insane. Alright, let's do them one at a time though. Alright, dragon number 1. Repeat. Dragon number 2. Repeat. Dragon number 3. Repeat. Dragon number 4. Repeat. Should we go for it all? Do it all at once? No. All 5 dragons, go. Dragon number 5. Repeat. And this is why I never clicked on them. This would be my luck the entire time. Dragon number 6. Hey! Dragon number... Should we keep clicking? We might as well. We came this far. Nope. We're looking for what? Purple? Nope. Goodbye, my eggs. No! We didn't get it. Anyways, let's go buy Dragonite. We have finally done them all. Should we have? No. But, it's fun. Alright, but yeah, that system's still horrible. That hasn't changed. But, let me go grab, but now that there's Dragonite Gnome, I don't mind as much, because we're just gonna farm the next Vault event so hard. That's barely even gonna matter, probably. Though I would like to... Oh, wait. Why am I going in here? I want to go grab Dragonite. There we go. Why open them all? Because why not? Test our RNG. So I have 5 instead of 6? Yeah, we have 5 now. We're still missing, I believe, purple, which is the only thing we're missing. Well, that and that thing, and that thing. Oh, sorry, we're missing brown. Yeah, I'm missing brown, dragon. That's the only one we're missing now. Yeah, there goes the whole stack. That's exactly what I thought would happen if we ever tried opening them. Let's see. But if you waited, we would have had Diamantia on the same day. Oh no, we're going to be getting a lot more on January 13th. So I'm not too concerned. Even if its drop rates aren't that good, we're going to be able to get a guaranteed one every single Palooza we do. So it shouldn't be that bad. Plus, we're still eventually going to have to get them anyways if they don't add a guarantee way to get them. So we're still going to have to go through the whole egg RNG system. Also, those dragons are potentially still worth it up to 3 copies. Though I think we might have just gotten one with 4. Let me double check. Easiest way to bring them up is type in gems. Oh no, I've gotten 4 of 2 of them. Oh no. Alright, let me go upgrade this one. More upgrades. Oh yeah, this gives us a good time to go mess with the new upgrade system. So this is a mythic, so I want to do this. I didn't want to use an orange orb on the final one. Let's see. So we'll throw an orange orb over there. Next. Gosh, it's going to confuse me so much, this new system. So how do I... But now I have to do level up in the other location, which makes this really clunky. So I do this. I now need to go use 2... Alright, this is very confusing. But we'll get used to it over time. So now I need to use 2 oranges. Make sure not to accidentally hit a purple. And now... I think we're good to go. I believe that is everything. Alright, there we go. And now it is fully traded level 20. And we're still missing the brown one. Still missing the brown one. I mean, not the brown. Yeah, the brown one. Still missing the brown one. Somehow. After, how many dragons have we gone through? 4, 6, 10, 14. Isn't the average like 13 point something? Well, we're 14 in, so we're already over odds. Oh no. But that's unfortunate. How much Dragonite do we have now? We are sitting on 326. Still got a little ways to go. Anyways, let's go and... what are we doing? So we did that. I guess we are now hunting the orbs. So let me go bring up a nice little text thing to keep track of them all. Let's see. So, let's go for Forge, which we have 1. Let's see, Forge. How many were there again? Forge. Or even their names. Forge. No, sorry, it was Ingot. Wait, none of them are called Forge? Oh yeah, Forging. Okay, I see. So we don't have any Forging. Forge is 0. Actually, it's called Forging. So fine, we'll do the full term. So we need Forging. Oh yeah, I can make this visible, can I? There it is. Forging is 0. Ingot is 1. Minions is 0. And lastly, we have the Orbs of Glory. Orbs of Glory, not to be confused with actual glory, is at 0. Alright, there we go. Move this down some. Center it a little. Alright, there we go. There are all of the numbers. Alright, let's go hunt for some of these. Alright, let's go hunt for some of the new orbs and see if we can get any. So, let's start with, what do I even want to do here? Let's go do... We finished everything else, right? Yeah, we didn't do World Event, but we could ignore that. Yeah, I think we finished every other objective. Okay, let's go do it. Let's go bring out good old Magnesia. And let's go farm this a little while. See what we can get. See if we can find a new gnome. See if we can find anything else along the way. Oh, did the stream go down for a moment? It does that sometimes, but not too often. It's been pretty good about not doing that recently. Puzzle Quest 3 got menued up to death. I have heard that, though I haven't actually seen it firsthand. Gosh, we keep getting tarot cards way above drop rate. We've established our 1 in 20, and we've gotten way more than that this stream. Oh, so these things are pretty good. It's basically like a banana strawberry smoothie. Well, not really a smoothie. It's more like the juice of it. Anyways. Also, I feel like some people hate that combination, but gosh, is it so good. Strawberry banana mix. Oh, there's the Cedrics. The 1 in 10 Cedrics. Why on earth is he even so common? I never did send that over to the devs. Like, why on earth there's so many of this guy in the drop table? You think they lowered the rate of getting orbs? I haven't done enough to really be able to see. So far, they seem about the same. It's also going to be kind of weird because we're going to know in advance whenever we get a new orb. Because the Chaos Orb itself will say new on it. Which is something that we noticed on the first one that it will likely say on every single one of them. Because when we have 0 and get 1, it'll say new on it. Which will kind of spoil that's a new one. Like, we already know this is not a new one. There's a 100% chance this is not a new one. And it's not a new one. Because it will actually specifically say new. Even though it's supposed to be an RNG roll, it still says new on it if it's one that you don't already have. So it'd either have to be not a new one or that one forged one we already have. Go until we have one of all of them. We probably can't. Because we'd have to do like 333 keys, if not more. Probably more. Because we'd have to find a 1% chance on pet. On major pet. Which is not going to happen this stream. Unless we get very lucky, there's no way we're rolling a 1% minor pet. Or major pet, whatever it'd be called. It'd be a major orb of minions, I believe it's called. Sleep is for the weak. I don't know, we'll see what we get. We already just did a whole stream last Saturday of this. So we're not going to do it forever. We'll see what we get. Would be cool if we could go for one of each. I guess technically the more common minions one might not be too bad, because wasn't it like a 2 or 3% drop rate? So that one we might be able to get one of, because that'd be the hardest one to get. Oh, hello, Malicious, welcome. Do you think they'll nerf these drop rates tomorrow? The drop rate of what? Of volts? Probably not. I'm pretty sure they'll keep it as is. I don't see any reason why they would nerf it. It's just one of those mega buffs like what they did with Nomapalooza. Though in all fairness, they did nerf Nomapalooza 3 times. But I don't feel like they would nerf this. Because eventually everyone would run out of already existing keys. Then would have to farm more off the Palooza system during Vault events. The next one on January 13th, unless we're getting one for the holidays. Come on, where are all the new orbs at? Just keep getting tarot cards and stuff we already have a billion of. So that reminds me, I still haven't gotten all the dragon gem drops yet. Also, you know what we still haven't gotten that we need to find? A new gnome. There's a new gnome in the drop table. Well, we can't get him for Dragonite. We can get him as a card. Well, you know, you can get him as Dragonite, but not in this mode that we're doing right now. But specifically what we are doing right now, it is possible to get the new troop card. If we find him or not is within question. The chance of getting him is exceedingly rare because he shares a drop table with like 1.5 billion other troops. So getting specifically him is unlikely, though we have seen a few drops already from the drop table, just not specifically him. We saw Valraven, we saw Curse Gnome, I think maybe one other. You got the Dragonite Gnome and put him on your PvP team and so people can get the achievement. Nice. Yeah, someone was mentioning earlier, if you just set it on your own defend team, you just keep fighting it and then it will count for your 10 kills. So hopefully we can find one. Major purple, good orb, though not the good orb we're looking for. There are new, better orbs now. Oh gosh, 1 billion for Cedric. Yeah, I think, yeah, Tyrion, I'm pretty sure was the one who mentioned it. Getting all of his luck. I've only gotten 1 new drop so far. And there's technically 5 new ones we can get. Well, technically 10 if depending on how you look at it. Because there's 9 different orbs and 1 troop that are now in the drop table that weren't before. There are only 4 different types of orbs and 1 troop. So there's either 5 or 10 new drops depending on how you look at it. In the Volkey drop table as of today. And we have not gotten any of them except the single ingot one, which is basically the new orange orb of uselessness. Like, the one that has the least amount of value is the one we have found once so far. It also has the highest drop rate of any of them. Which is also why we found it first. Oh, so we already know if it's new or not. Because it's going to say new on it. So every single time we see a major orb, it's like, ooh, what did we get? It's not actually a surprise. Because we'll know instantly if it's a new one or not, because it will literally say the word new on the orb. So we know for sure this one isn't, and it isn't. Did that work for Curse Gnome as well? Wait, there was an achievement for killing Curse Gnome? At least there was. We got it so quickly I didn't even notice. Because they had like a buffed rate around that time. For whatever reason, around the time when Curse Gnome came out, instead of just making his rate more common... Oh, we got a new one! Let's see what it is. But instead, what happened with Curse Gnome when he first came out, instead of making him more common, they end up doing multiple events where you could get him for a short duration more commonly. So I wonder if they're going to do that around the holidays, because we're probably not getting a Vault event for the holidays. But what they might do is a week or weekend where you have a higher chance of getting the Dragonite Gnome. So that'll be interesting. That will definitely have to grind if they do end up doing that. All right, let's see what this new orb is. We got... Oh, the Pet Orb. That's one of the rarer ones. Wait, what's the actual drop rate of Pet Orb? Let me double check. The Pet Orb is a drop rate of... Let me actually check the official website. Because for whatever reason, the one in the comments didn't mention the major orb one. Where's the official website drop rate? There it is. So why is this not in game? So to get this from a miner, a 2% chance. Okay, you know what? Maybe we will go until we get one of each. Because we just got the rarest one. That's a 2% chance. And we got it. Though I would need more than one to really start using them. I'm not sure how I would really want to use them, because ideally I'd want to use them on the cosmetic pets. But to be able to utilize them on the cosmetic pets, I would want to do it on one that's already upgraded to Epic. Which means I would have to do it 2 times. So I would need 2 minion orbs before I would want to use a minion orb. A smaller minion orb. So we need another one of those before I could really utilize it. And I would have to do it on one that's already at Epic. So we can then do it to Legend and then to Mythic. Because you wouldn't want to necessarily do it... Well, you could, but... if you did it on one that was all the way at the lowest rarity, you would have to do it... you'd have to do it 3 times rather than 2. Actually, would you have to wait? Because normally it can go from 1 to 5, then from up to 10, then to 15, then to 20. So if you have it so you can get up to 10, yeah, you would only need 2. Say, you would only need 3 from the base value. Pets work a little bit weirder. Yeah, you would only need 3 pet orbs. Minor ones. You would only need 3 minor orb of minions to max out a pet. And if you already got the first upgrade from having 6 copies of it, you would only need 2. And that would end up working out. Show me some of the new ones. See if we can get an orb. So what are we looking for? We're looking for glory, which is a 5% chance. And we're looking for forging, which is a 3% chance. And how about on these? Down here, a glory is also 5% technically. It's a 3 and 2% separately. And then the other one is a forging, which is also a 3%. So we're basically looking for a 5 and 3% roll. Will we get them tonight? Who knows? But we'll see how it goes. So let me go close out all these. Because I feel like it's lagging me some going in that menu. Oh yeah, how are we doing on this? How are we doing? We have gotten 15 Dragonites, and we still have not seen a single of that other gnome. Which makes sense, because we haven't found them yet. Once we do, we'll be able to get all 10 of them very quickly. Better find a bunch of people to have in PvP, but I'd rather just get my own and get it very quickly. This is kind of one of the other things we're kind of hunting for right now, which isn't on that list down there. But we're looking for 1 copy of New Gnome. You got an Orb of Glory? Nice! Wait, which version of it? The standard one? Oh, and a lesser? Oh yeah, that's enough to get a mythic all the way to silver. Because the minor one counts like a bronze medal, or, you know, a single Nisha. The silver one, or the standard one, counting as 2 Nishas. And then the gold one being 3 Nishas. That you basically put towards a mythic. Come on, we've almost gotten half the possible drops in this drop table. Show me the new gnome. We know it exists. Let's see. We got our first player to have maxed the revered Dragon Kitty. Nice. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do it on. I want to do... That's the first 2 targets for if I get the 1% drop. Also, how on earth did he get the 1% drop? Well, I guess we got the 2% drop, but still. Yeah, I'm definitely targeting at Revered Kitty and the balloons first. As those 2 are actually, prior to today, impossible to have maxed. They have never been maxable until today. Because Revered Kitty only ever got 1 copy of it, and there was never an event for it. And similarly, the 505 15-year anniversary balloons have only ever been given 1 copy. And there's never been a pet event for it. For both of those 2, it has been impossible to max. By any means ever. Until today. Only thing slightly annoying from a resource perspective that wasn't really fully addressed today. It's like the last resource that's like really super annoying to still get. The deeds to upgrade kingdoms. That is still insanely hard to do in the current state of the game. Hopefully a future update will address it, as it's the last resource that you can't really properly infinitely grind. But now you can pretty much infinitely grind anything, even pets. Something that used to not be infinitely grindable. You can now infinitely grind, maxing out pets, maxing out weapons, so you can get the Forge Scrolls, maxing out gold medals, which, you know, that kind of already was doable, but you had to do Explore. Now you don't have to do Explore anymore. You still can, but you're not forced to have to do Explore 12 anymore. You can do just Vault events. Like, if you only played Vault events, you never need to play Explore 12 ever again if you so choose. Like, you still could, but there's pretty much no reason ever to, if you so choose. If you just simply farm Vault events enough now. Because you can get all the medals you ever need now between a combination of the World event, which we haven't touched yet, but we'll do that tomorrow. Between the World events, which you get the epic ones, and the other medals, the ones that you get from orbs, that basically allow you to max mythics and then eventually legends. And you can just max them that way. I guess theoretically, the 4 lower rarities, you would maybe want to do some of the other grind. Oh, come on! You know how rare an epic Volkey is? We opened 1,000 keys and got 2. Or sorry, we got 3. Which is way over odds as well when we got it earlier. Why do we keep getting epic Volkeys from these? It wants me to go open some epic Volkeys, doesn't it? We could. Though not tonight. But we might. But not tonight. We're sitting on 556 epic Volkeys now, if not mistaken, because we had a nice odd 555 earlier. From all the epic Volkeys we got last weekend. Because for any of you that don't know, Volkeys do drop Volkeys. They have a different drop table for it. Oh, there's the 5th devil we were missing from last weekend. But, what was I just saying? But yeah, Volkeys can drop Volkeys. It has a much lower rate than what you would normally get from gnomes. But it is possible to find Volkeys in your Volkeys. It's very rare. About a 1 in 100. About 10 of those will be, 1 in 10 will be in epic Volkey. Major blue. Only if you already have 3 Nishas. Wait, what? What do you mean if you only already have 3 Nishas? Because doesn't it count as 3 Nishas? Because how I understand the Orbs of Glory is you just simply use it on a troop and boom, it counts for that level. So if you use the bronze one on bronze, boom, it counts as the whole level. If you use the silver one on silver, it counts as the whole level. If you use the gold one on gold, it counts as the full level. Meaning the bronze is basically a Nisha, a silver is basically 2 Nishas, and the gold, or whatever the bigger one is called, the major Orb of Glory, is basically 3 Nishas. That's I'm misunderstanding something there. That's my understanding of it. Oh yeah, you still need them for the 3 initial... Oh, I see what you mean now. Yeah, you would still have to do Explore 12 to get 3 of every single medal. Most notably 3 Nishas. But yeah, you're right with that. Because that you would still need the actual medals for. You would also technically need it to upgrade all the lower rarity stuff. Because to upgrade every common, rare, and ultra rare in the game, you would still have to engage with... You'd still have to engage with Explore 12. And with all the Explore 12 we've done, I've only upgraded every common. And we're like halfway done with all the rares. And we haven't even really barely touched the ultra rares. Oh, in all fairness, I think there's more rares than ultra rares in the game. So once we get rares done, it's actually harder than doing all ultra rares, oddly enough. Though we are about to have another issue start to occur. Where, imagine if metals start to become useless. Could you imagine that day? I'm not sure what the grind would be like in Gems of War at that point. What would happen if metals become useless? Like, we're far from that point. Like, we're talking years. But what happens when that does happen? Because one of the main endgame grinds right now is metals. And they have made it substantially easier as of this patch. Not like just like handing it out automatically, but definitely way easier than it has ever been. But we're actually at a point now where a couple years from now, people will actually have, maybe even a year from now, if people really grind every vault event, you could reach the point where you have medaled every troop in the game. Like literally gold medal everything. Like that is... Oh, we got it! Because that is definitely doable by 2024. Not to be confused with next year. But by the end of next year, it would be doable if you like super ultra grinded every vault event. But anyways, we found him. That's one of the drops we're looking for. We don't have a tracker for him, but we don't need one because we got him. Anyways, let's go farm him real quick. So I've heard that there is an exploit that we will use. Because what are they going to do about it? It's fine. They'll probably go to fix this, though. But if you happen to have it, go to your... Oh, gosh, if I could remember how on earth to change your defend team. You go to your defend team. You go find a team you're not using. I don't know, what are we not using? I don't know, realistically, I'm not running Pure Faction this week, so I'll put it over my Pure Faction. which is a bunch of truffle. So all we have to do is set this to, what's his name? I actually completely forget his name. I'll just go to upgradable. Be the easiest way to pick him up. He's called Dragonite gnome. Oh, I guess that makes sense. That makes so much sense. But there we go. And now we just test the Fen team. Oh, fine. We have to have 4 troops. Wrong keyboard. I'm still so used to the old format that I still haven't gotten used to my new one. There we go. Firebomb, firebomb, firebomb. Test the Fen team. Fight it with, I guess Olgoth will work. And there we go. All right, let's go win. And now he's got to kill this thing 10 times. What's his ability? He summons a random dragon. There's 30% chance he runs away. Yeah, 1 down. Now let's go track it. Let's see. Did that count for the achievement? Best way to check is go here. Refresh it by clicking here. And did that count as 1 kill? Wait, it didn't? Wait, do I have to use someone else's? It didn't count as a kill. Defeat 10 Dragonite gnomes. I just defeated 1. Do I have to use other people's? Wait, do we have to use other people's, or does it work if you do your own? Seeing any Dragonite gnome setups? Interesting. Does it not count if you kill your own? It'll count once you finish? Okay, let's keep track then. 1! We gotta keep track manually of 10 kills. I guess it doesn't auto-update. It didn't show up on yours, but it worked? Okay. So it's not tracking it properly, but once we do 10, it will count. Okay, I see how it is. Well, I'll keep track manually then. Alright, 2 down. 8 to go. Oh, yeah, that's true. It might just take some time for it to update. Sometimes it doesn't like to update automatically. That is true. And that's why we have fire bombs. The good old classic defense team. What you're looking to hunt plus 1 billion fire bombs. The standard farming defense team. I need damage to actually kill him, don't I? Well, he could always run away, but then again, he's going to summon something, so... I actually don't want him casting. Because even... Oh, wait, plus if he runs away, it doesn't count as a kill. So yeah, we definitely don't want him casting. Archie does it? No, it probably doesn't. I don't think running away counts as a kill. So what was that, 3? I'm already losing track. We're literally trying to count to 10. I can't even count to 10. Wonderful. You're supposed to die to that. Yes, of course. I know that. You have to use each metal correspondingly. So the bronze one counts as bronze, the silver one counts as silver, and the gold one counts as gold. But similar to how upgrades already work, you can't just skip. So you can't use a gold one to max out a troop. It's simply only for that one category. So if you have a gold, that doesn't mean you have a max troop. That means you have to go and do bronze, then do silver, then do gold. It just simply allows you to do the gold. Which is why I was saying a gold one is worth 3 niches and not 6. Because you still have to do the first 2 upgrades. The 1 upgrade and then the 2 upgrade, or, you know, the bronze and silver. Which is 1 nisha, then 2 nishas. Because each one only counts for its corresponding thing. A bronze only counts as 1 nisha because it only does bronze. Silver only counts as 2 nisha because it only does silver. And the gold one only counts as 3 nisha. Well, only, that's a lot of loot. But it counts as 3 nisha because it only does the final level. Not sure why I keep saying only. That's still insane that it does that. But yeah, you can't simply just use a gold to max out a troop or like a silver to do the first 2. You have to do the previous upgrade first in order to do the next corresponding upgrade. Similar to how it already was. But just now there's metals I can do specifically that category each time. I have completely lost track of our kill count now. All I know is if this does work, we should be done in a few more kills. Yeah, I completely lost track. What are we at? 7? 8? Somewhere around there. Some kind of number. And that reminds me, I still need to get a bunch of dragon gems. I guess we'll bother to do that in a little bit as well. And then we'll try to see if we can get the last of the orbs we don't have. Put him at the bottom so he doesn't accidentally get mana. True, but if he's in first spot, we can also kill him passively with skulls. So either way, it will kind of work out. But even though he's getting free mana, he's also easier to kill there. Otherwise, I have to Zolg off him every time. Which, in all fairness, we're kind of doing anyways, but still. There it goes. Yep, it counts. Well, that's fair and balanced. Oh, there we go. We get achievement done. I still need to go get the other one, though. Okay, quick. What's the best thing for spawning dragon gems? Isn't that one guy that does all the green spam? He wasn't that good of a troop, but he's probably the best thing for getting dragon gems right now. This guy, the Herald of Christinex. He converts all blues to green. So if I just put him with a Thrall while having... What card's blue and green? Blue, green, blue, green. Lady or Near... Not Lady or Nerial. What's that one blue-purple troop called? Because I don't want to use Vinoxia. Because I don't want to block him on both colors. Gosh, what's that one blue-purple troop called? That's from Forest of Thorns. I know, like, almost everything about it except her name. Lady or Nerial. And then we put, like, a Thrall in there because Thrall. And then we put a Leprechaun in there because Leprechaun. And there we have a diverse team of 2 troops with a billion mana. And just to make sure we really get mana, let's do like purple-green. Oh, what's your convert again? It's, yeah, blue to green. We probably want to +2 purple, +1 green then. Which is... Might something we don't need. How about red? Alright, there we go. Also, it'll bother me forever if I don't fix it. I accidentally made the dimensions weird. There we go. It has been fixed. Alright, let's go do this real quick. Oh no, I guess Cinemirage doesn't really matter where. What team did I do it over? I think it was Pure Faction. Alright, so all I need to do now is get a billion dragon gems. Specifically 100, specifically 87 more. Which should be pretty easy. We just hit Leprechaun. We now Thrall. And now we click a billion buttons. First we click this. I need you to stop dying. And then click that. And then repeat. Yeah, we basically just clear the board. Boom. Alright, we need a higher difficulty. Wait. You know what? I'll still keep it at 1. I don't think we need that many more. But they were dying a little too quick. Just slightly. I should have probably gotten all my purple first, but we might be fine. So we do that, do this, and do that. So first we need alignment though. Alright, now we clear the board so she gets mana. Actually, do you have alignment? Never mind, let's do it again. And now we clear the board. And then we do her. And we do that again. I don't even care where the alignment is, it's probably gonna work. We'll just take a bunch of gems. And we do it again. We have alignment. Also, why doesn't he show how many greens are on the board? It's a little bit weird that he doesn't. Can we do it again? Not quite. I have to clear the board, but it's gonna kill him. Is that enough gems? No, it is not. How many dragon gems do we have now? I feel like we're close. It still says 19. That's because we haven't updated the thing. How about now? 19. Okay, it's just not updating properly. I assume we're almost there. Because we took quite a lot of them. And now you can't get the achievement. I'll change it back later. Oh wait, why'd I convert when there was no alignment? Whoops. It's kind of the whole gimmick. Is to use her to get alignment and then cast him. Unless there already is alignment. Which there wasn't that time. Oh no, I needed that. Wait, gluttony. No! Wait, I gotta retreat. I don't have any way to kill you. Gluttony, why? Stop being so broken. I know we used you for last week's event, but you're allowed to be not broken now. Gluttony is honestly like one of the best devourers in the game that isn't Iron Gut. It might not seem like he is, but he really is. The amount of value he gets out of nowhere is actually kind of insane. See, this troop wasn't completely useless. He's used to getting an achievement. He has some purpose. It's a very small purpose, but he's the best way to do it currently. We're looking to just get the dragon gem achievement. Which we should have any moment now. There it is. Yep, dragon flight. There we go. That took a little longer than anticipated, but it seems like the quickest way to do it. But there we go. We now have every achievement once again. There we go. We're back at 100% completion. That didn't take too long. There we go. 100%. All 114. Anyways, so, in other news. Let's go hunt for 1 billion more orbs. So we've gotten a new gnome. Oh yeah, let me go upgrade to new gnome. Also, as requested, let me also go put him on my defend team. So we're looking for Dragonite gnome. So let me go max him and put on my defend team. So we'll replace our pure faction with a bunch of firebomb. And there we go. And you know what? I'll even take the other suggestion and put him in last slot to make him a little easier to kill. And have a minus red banner to make it even harder for him to get mana, which we already were doing initially. But now it'll be even harder, on top of that harder, to for him to get mana. But there we go. And he should be on my defend now. So if anyone wants to get him, just face us, and you'll have an easy time doing that. And if we find a second one to stream, I'll make sure to put 2 of them there. Okay, so let's keep hunting. We were looking for Orb of Glory and Orb of Forging. And see what we can get. We'll keep doing it till we get them, I guess. We might be here a while. Welcome to 1000 Volky opening, part 2. No, we're not going to be here that long. Though we are dealing with a 3% and 5% drop, respectively, if I'm not mistaken. So our odds are definitely not particularly high. Though we did get the hardest to obtain one. Did I do code number 2? Yes, we've done 2 codes. We will be handing out a 3rd soon, though. I'll hand out the 3rd when we get the next orb. The next new orb. And by next new orb, when I mean when it specifically says new. Oh! Well, redeem code time. Yep, you're right. It is redeem code time. You're correct, game. Let's see. And you know what? We'll hand out a 4th code when we find the final orb. How about that? Let's hunt for the final orb. That was very convenient. There you guys go. There's the 3rd code. Wait, I only handed out 1 code? Wait, did I never hand out another one then? Wait, did I not? I thought I did. I'll definitely hand out 1 more when we do the, when we find the final one. Alright, let's see what this is. This is the major one, too. So let's hope this is Orb of Glory. Because this means this is 2 niches or 3 niches, potentially. Because this can only be... Oh, wait, you know what? This could be one of the other ones. No, wait. This one might not be one of the good new ones. This could be a minion orb, which actually, that still would be good. But this could be the useless ingot one. Oh, please don't be an ingot one. What is it? Don't be the ingot one. No! Wait. Well, we still hand out a code, but we'll hand out, Alright, well, yeah, we will have 2 more codes then. We'll have a code when we find our first Orb of Glory, and we'll have one when we find our first, what's the other one? The Orb of Forging. But no, it's an ingot. It was just a major ingot. Because we've gotten the minor one, but now we got the major. No. So why is this still lagging so much? I'm not sure why it's lagging. It's been doing that a lot this stream for some reason. It hasn't really been doing that in the past. My encoder says it's dropped 0 frames. But it's weird because I see it like physically lagging, which is weird. That normally doesn't happen either. I don't know, maybe my computer just wants an update. I didn't check. Is there an update right now? No, there's no Windows update. Also, don't accidentally click the power button. That'd be a fail. But yeah, we'll hand out 2 more codes this stream. And they will be when we find our first Orb of Glory and when we find our first Orb of Forging. Orb of Forging allows you to upgrade Doom weapons. And Orb of Glory allows you to upgrade troops. The gold medals. Or, you know, the metal. The bronze, silver, gold. Gems of War is data mining us. Yeah, it could be the update that could be causing it. Potentially. Also, it could be a lot of people trying to play the update right now, too. I wonder how many people are trying to play Gems of War right now, at least on Steam. We can't really check anywhere else. It's probably pretty standard numbers. So if a lot of people notice the update, yeah, it's still pretty standard numbers. A lot of people might not have noticed the update yet. Monday is a weird day to get an update. It normally doesn't happen on Mondays. Yeah, pretty standard number of people are playing right now. This mobile got a big spike. Oh, Major Blue. Unfortunately, not the majors we're looking for. Yeah, we're going to be seeing a lot of disappointing ingot drops. At least now they won't show as new because we've gotten both of them. We've got the smaller one and we got the bigger one. So now, whenever we get them, it will just like it will never say new anymore. At least for them. And also, if we get trolled by a major orb of minions, I definitely wouldn't mind because that's actually probably one of the best drops in the entire drop table. So even though it's not one of the new ones we're looking for, it is still a very absurdly good orb. I'm going to try to get one of each type before we end this stream. Also, does anyone know how much the Dragonite gnome drops? Because I haven't seen that yet. Pretty sure someone posted on the forum already. Has anyone actually gotten one yet? The new Dragonite gnome? Not the card itself, but, you know, actually find him to get his drop of Dragonite. Because I'm curious how much Dragonite he drops. You got 18? Interesting. That's not a particularly large amount. So it's also not a particularly small amount. Someone said 20? Okay, so he gives like 20, give or take. So he's kind of like Curse Gnome, where it's like 10 to 15. Except he's probably like what, 15 to 25 then or something? Someone posted it gives from 20 to 100? Okay, that's actually not bad. So if 20 is the lowest drop, that's not bad at all. But someone in the chat just said 18. But honestly, 20 to 100 doesn't sound bad at all. So basically, it gives the same amount as Chaos Shards then, if that's the case. Because the Chaos Shard Gnome is 20 to 100, and some really weird drop for 200 that's ultra rare. That almost never happens. So maybe this is the same way, where it drops 20 to 100 with an ultra ridiculously rare 200 drop. Because that's how the Daemon Gnome was set up. You got a major Ford plus 4 minor orbs. Nice. That's 3 Doom weapons max. That's a lot of Doom weapons, yeah. And that's another thing that this patch brought in. It is actually realistic to max out every Doom weapon now. This is something that was pretty much impossible to do unless you had like infinite gems. To spend at like 166 gems per scroll or whatever it was. But now you can do it just by farming vault events like crazy. Oh, is that a new? 3 Nishas! We did it. We found the drop. Like, the drops of drops. This is a 1%. Wait, let's go bring it up. We found the power orb of 6.7. If we go to gemsofwar.com and we click on the forum and we click on the patch notes and we click on the official drop rates on their website and we click on major orb, 1% chance for mage. That's the wrong one. Oh, sorry, 2% chance. But still. A 2% chance for a greater orb of glory. Okay, it's not 1%, it's 2%. But there we go. Yeah, it's actually 2%, not 1%, but still, we got it. There we go. Our first orb of glory is the best orb of glory. That is 3 Nishas. So, if I understand this correctly, am I about to upgrade a mythic just to test this? I'm not going to use it right now because I want to save it for the video. But if I understand this correctly, I would find a mythic I want to upgrade. Let's say Scourge of Honor. I would give him his first 2 upgrades by doing his elite level. I would give him 3 Anus. Then I would give him 2 Nishas. Then I would give him the major orb of glory. And that's all we'd have to do. Yeah, you can see it right there. It says unlock the silver elite level. And all we'd have to do is click it. So we'd go get the bronze elite level. We'd get the silver elite level. And then boom, we hit that. So all I'd have to do is throw 3 guards. Boom. We then throw 2 Nishas. Boom. And then we throw 1 orb of major orb of glory. Well, I'll save that for the video. I could do that now. Anyways, let's keep hunting. Because I do want to do a recap video, and that will be one thing in the recap video. Which means I have 1 take, because we will only have 1 to use. Anyways, let's keep hunting. But yeah, that's a 2% drop, not a 1%. But that's still an insane drop, that's for sure. Anyways, where are we? Let's keep going. So we've gotten everything except the forging scroll. And I do want to get at least 1 before the end of the stream. Oh yeah, let me go hand out another code. It's code time. And we'll hand out 1 last code for when we find the very last one, which is the forging. Here you guys go, code number 3. And we'll hand out 1 last one when we find the very last one, the forge scroll, or not the forge scroll, whatever you call it, the orb of forging of any variant. Which, based on our drop rates, we know that there's a 3% chance we get it from a minor orb and a 3% chance we get it from a major orb. So it doesn't really matter what orb we get, it's a 3% chance. Well, ideally we'd want the major one, as it is better, way better. Like, substantially better. Like, night and day better. Like, the best that the smaller one can do for you is count as like 10 forge scrolls, or 9, whatever it is, out of 55. Whereas the major one counts as all 55. So the best that the minor one can do is count as like 1/5? 1/6? 1/5? It's about 1/6 the total amount of upgrade you need. Whereas the major one is literally just fully maxed. So there's quite a big difference. It reminds me of the difference between the green orbs, where the smaller green orbs are like completely useless, but the major ones are like insane. The forging ones are somewhat like that. While the smaller ones aren't completely useless, they don't really do nearly as much compared to the major one. And it's the main one that actually has that problem, because the pets aren't that bad because you only need 3, so it's not bad. So the minors are about as good as the majors. The ingots ones are just completely dead, the content, so you can just ignore they even exist. There's dead drops. There's dead as orange orbs upon arrival. And orbs of glory are always good. It doesn't matter which one you get, they are always immediately valuable. All 3 of them. So the only one that really has that issue is the forging ones. Because all ingot ones are useless, even the major ones. Because who needs to max a weapon that isn't a non-doom weapon? Like, even newer players, I feel like, barely even need that. But maybe they do. But as long as you do the underworld for some amount of time, like, you just have infinite legendary and mythic ones. Like, it's so easy to upgrade legendary and mythic weapons due to how underworld distributes ingots. Because it just drowns you in legendary and mythic ingots. Like, it might be hard for your first few weeks or first couple months, but then you have more than you're ever going to need very quickly. But I do like that they're adding more things to help newer players out. Just slightly annoying when those those mechanics make it so people who've already been playing for a while basically have something that's completely dead content immediately. Because at least orange orbs, when they first came out, it was like, okay, these are like maybe somewhat still useful occasionally. And then they became completely useless. But ingot ones are already useless upon arrival. We have stacks of like 5 digits in the ingot category. Beyond how many we actually need. Oh, you just got a Dragonite achievement? Oh, did you just fight my team? Wait, can you do that through the guild? That's funny. Wait, did he actually do that? I think you could. Can't you just click on someone's team in the guild and then fight that person? Oh yeah, anyone in my guild who wants the achievement quickly, I have it set up. I forgot, you can do that, can't you? Kind of forgot about that. Yeah, everyone in my guild can do that. If they wanted to. Because all you'd have to do is, if someone in your guild found a Dragonite gnome, so communicate with your guild if anyone has found a Dragonite gnome in your guild chat. And if you have, all you'd have to do is go to guild again, click on roster, click on the person that has the team, click on view profile, and then click fight, and then boom, you would find them. And there you could just infinitely fight a Dragonite gnome. Also, some people in global chat might be sharing it as well. So you might want to check global 1 or something else and see if someone has it set. Like literally just click on everyone's name in global 1 until you find someone that has it set. So I could view their profile, fight, see if they have a Dragonite gnome, or even ask if someone does, and then fight them. Or just click on all the highest level people and just hope one of them does. So far we're getting pretty unlucky. We could like ask around and see if someone has it. So far everyone I clicked on doesn't have it, but you know, if someone could. And then you could just fight them. Anyways, let's keep hunting. Still got an orb to find. Still got our last orb, and we'll hand out a code once we find that last orb as well. I could just say hi in chat and everyone could fight us. True. Oh no, does anyone actually need it? I could go say hi in global chat. It would only work on PC mobile. But if anyone here actually needs it, I could say hi in global chat real quick. Okay, sure, I can go say a message real quick. Let's see. Free Dragonite gnome. There we go. But yeah, fight my team. You should be able to do it through global. But if you just fight our team 10 times, it should count. I'll only work on PC Mobile and Global Chat 1, though. You're now slaying the gnome. Good luck. Let's see if we can find his forging. It's a 3% chance, so we could be here a little while. If we get really unlucky on this, it could take another hour. Though it could also take a couple minutes. See how it goes. Wait until you have a set of 4. Oh gosh. It's kind of insane that some people already have like 4 of them on defend. We found 1 so far. If I find a second, I will put a second one there. That way you have to fight it half the number of times. You only have to fight it 5 times. So that would be another gnome you'd have to kill, but if you're using Zulgoth or something else that's quick, it won't take any additional time. Oh, nice little gem drop. We'll need it for all that Dragonite we wasted today. We blew our whole Dragonite stack trying to get the whatever it is called. The dragon drop. And we missed. We got 1 new dragon. Unfortunately, we didn't get the final one we needed. Still got a ways to go. Oh yeah, true. If you did Epic Vault Keys and you found 1 single copy of him, you would get 4 copies. That is true. But I'm pretty sure there's not too many people opening epic vault keys for it. But you never know. Oh, we got, wait, do I need him? Hold up. Do I have this guy maxed? Why do I feel like I don't? I don't! Okay, let me go, quick distraction real quick. Let me go clear out, the pet. Because I actually need this guy. And if I don't do it now, I will definitely forget to do it in all of our grinding. So I'll grab this guy real quick and then we'll go back to trying to find the orb. Yeah, no problem, Defiant. Have a good night. Catch you later. Definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. And we'll have a recap video going up a little bit later tonight. I'll try to get that out before I go to bed. But first I need this Forge Scroll. But first I gotta take out this pet, and then we go get that Forge Scroll. Or I keep saying Forge Scroll, I mean the Forge Orb. The Forge Scrolls are what you use to upgrade them, but the Forge Orb is what you use to automatically upgrade them. Also, I wonder if that means I'm gonna go upgrade one on the video then. I guess I am. Hopefully I get a major one. I'd much prefer to get a major one than a minor. For multiple reasons, but the main one being, I would have to use a lot of a colored scroll if I was to do the minor one. You would have to use like 40-something of them to be able to use one single minor orb. Which would save us 9 or 10 of the scrolls, which is still a lot of savings compared to before. Because to put in comparison, saving 10 scrolls saves you, approximately 1,667 gems. So that's a lot of savings for a single orb compared to if you did it in previously. Also, I feel slightly bad for anyone who might have spent a lot of gems on that in the past. I know there were a few people that did. Similar to people who spent tens of thousands on Underworld, like myself. There are some people that spent tens of thousands on getting Forge Scrolls. And if you were in that camp, it is so much easier to do that now. It is so much cheaper to max out all the Doom weapons now. Because you can do it for free. You can do it without spending a single gem now. If you so choose. You just have to grind vault events enough when they roll around. But it is substantially cheaper to max out all the Doom weapons. It'll still take a while, obviously. But it is doable with a 0 gem cost now. Compared to before where it absolutely required some amount of gems. And if you wanted to mass buy them to get them really quickly, super high amount of gems. I think they were 167 each, because I believe the final tier, I believe, was 500 for 3. Which means it came out to 167 per Forge Scroll if you were mass buying them infinitely. And now you can just throw a bunch of orbs. Ah, we got 2 copies, one short of an upgrade, but oh well. Anyways, let's keep moving. Where were we? Games... Oh yeah, what version of minions did we get? Did we get a max minion or was it a small minion? Wasn't it a small minion? Yeah, it was a small minion. That's unfortunate. But luckily we got a major Orb of Glory. That's pretty huge. It's literally just 3 Nisha. Like, this is literally just a different name for 3 Nishas. Major Orb of Glory. It's just 3 Nisha rebranded. Also, there is no reason to ever buy a Nisha medal now. Not sure if many people did before. But there is literally 0 reason to ever buy a Nisha now. As we just got 3 Nishas from opening like 100 keys. Obviously that's not too common, it's a 2% drop. But still, it's, which is even lower than 2% because you have to get a major orb, so it's like, a decimal of a percent, but still. Like, it's still way easier than before. Anyways, let's keep going. What is an Orb of Minions? An Orb of Minions will upgrade your pets. So now it is possible to max out any pet in the entire game, even cosmetic ones from old events. Which is pretty cool. Because before it was ridiculously near impossible to upgrade old event pets, with some of them even being literally impossible. Those 2 being the 15-year anniversary 505 Games pet and the revered doggy or kitty, dragon kitty. Those 2 were actually impossible to ever max, and several others were just really hard to, like, you know, any of the old past holiday events. But now, as long as you have 1 copy of a pet, you can max it all the way by using Orbs of Minions. They count as 1 single ascension, and if you have the bigger one, it counts as all their ascension. So that's pretty convenient now, as far as the whole maxing process of them. All these things, even though they do make it a lot easier, are still going to be quite the grind to get, because you're going to need a lot of vault keys to get orbs realistically. as the main way to accumulate orbs is from, unless they're going to add more ways into the future. The main ways to do it is to power grind a vault event. The next one's on January 13th, unless they're planning another one earlier for the holidays. But the next vault event is planned for January 13th. And just farming those like crazy and then opening all the vault keys for them after the fact is the best way to get orbs. And that's what we're doing right now. Open them all after the fact. You just from past vault events, of course. Or at least a good majority of them anyways. Come on, show me the good orbs. But yeah, we're not ending the stream until we get an orb of forging. I don't care if it takes 3 hours. Hey, no problem for the achievement. Back it up. But yeah, the stream does not end until we get an orb of forging. It could be 3 minutes or 3 hours. We'll be here the whole time. You got your 4th Doom weapon max tonight? Gosh, what is your luck? I haven't found a single one and you got like 4. Yeah, that's one thing this patch did not address. Deeds are still absurdly impossible to get. That is the one resource that was not really addressed in this patch. Assumably, they'll do so in a future patch. However, yes, it is a really big issue with trying to get deeds. Deeds are still an impossible to mass accumulate resource. Whereas now, pretty much everything else is infinitely farmable. Because all you have to do is just grind a vault event a ton. And then just open, whenever you want an infinite grind, just open all the vault keys from the vault event. The only issue with this is this does mean you do have to play vault events quite a lot when they come around. So you get at least a couple hundred keys or 500, 1,000, whatever you want to aim for. But once you get those keys, you just open those whenever you want to grind, like we are right now, and then boom, you get a billion loot. Or Cedric 1,000 times. Is Lester here? He was earlier. I'm not sure if he's still here. He was at some point earlier, though we've been streaming for like 2.5 hours, so I'm not sure if he's still here. Plus, it's getting late for some time zones. It's almost midnight by me. Well, we're going until we find this thing. No, we'll cover a recap video and everything. The recap video, honestly, probably isn't going to be that long. Even though this patch did a lot, it's very quick to summarize. Because all you really have to do is go over the orbs. Because most of the other stuff is pretty irrelevant as far as the patch. Like, the entire patch is pretty much the orb system. Well, there were a few other things. It's almost entirely the new orb system. Yeah, Isabel, they patched the game for your birthday. The game had a birthday present for you. It's almost 3:30 a.m. by you. I'll catch you later. Thanks for stopping by. Of course, the rest of the stream will be on the channel if any of you want to catch it after the facts. Also, gnomes running away does not actually make you lose your loot in this mode. It's the only place where gnomes can run away where you still get the full amount of loot. It's something left over from when vault keys used to be way harder to obtain, and they never bothered removing it, which is nice. So all 3 of these gnomes could run away, because the Cedric can't, it's impossible for him to. But all 3 of them could run away and you still get all your loot. They'll add 69 new troops on our next birthday. They never did anything in game to celebrate the 1,000 troops. We did on the channel, but they didn't actually do anything in game for it. This is a lot of gold. But yeah, it feels weird for a December patch to be this big of a patch. Normally, December patches tend to be pretty weak most years. But it's one of the strongest December patches they've had in a very, very long time. Because it helps balance out a lot of loot that was previously very annoying to obtain, or literally impossible in the case of some pets and some other stuff. Because it really streamlined the whole process quite a bit. Hello, Marcelo! Is the new gnome in vault keys? Yes, it is. There's also an achievement tied to killing it. And you can cheese it by setting on your defend team and fighting it 10 times. But yes, he is in drop table, and we have gotten him. And some people somehow already got 4 of them. But he is indeed in drop table. It feels so weird being disappointed by purple and blue orbs now. And that's where we're at. Speaking of which, did I ever use a blue orb on him? I'm gonna do that right now before I forget, because it probably will. Because I don't think I did. So of course we got some new dragon gnome. Dragonite gnome is literally his name. And all I have to do is use a blue orb on him. We literally just got a drop of this not too long ago, so might as well just do it right now, and then boom. There we go. And of course we'll just trade him and level him manually. I hate that you can't level on the same menu that you do the other thing, though. Because now if I want to level, I have to go all the way over here, click level up. I guess that's helpful for newer players, kind of, not really. But gosh, does that make it so much more confusing for people that are trying to upgrade everything simultaneously. Which I feel like is more people than newer players. Because I feel like the average person, when they get a new thing, is they just like click max everything. And this is a button that does that right now. I'd be concerned it would use the wrong number of resources. But anyways, he's max and mythic now. Yeah, there he is, Dragonite gnome. In all of his glory. Anyways, let's keep hunting. Why do we max him? For no reason, other than for him to exist. There's no point in maxing any of the vault troops. It's simply for completionist purposes. As it is one of the only few categories of troops in the game that gives you no kingdom upgrading benefit. So the only reason you'd ever upgrade them is because you're going for completionist's sake. As you gain absolutely no value from doing what we just did. Oh, we found a second one! Oh, it's time to update our team! Oh, if anyone wants to farm a bit quicker. Let's see. Where's my team? Where's my team? Wait, where's my team? If I go to PvP, I click on defends. It's time to update for double the efficiency. Now you only have to fight the team 5 times. There you go. 2 firebomb with 2 dragonites. Let's see if we can get a team of 4 by the end of this stream. We might by the time we find his orb, gosh. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, we got a perfect dungeon today, by the way. Oh, I also wasted all my dragonite today, by the way. So that a perfect dungeon doesn't really do much. Add sacrifice to make it easier. Well, the firebombs already make it easier. And then you just use Zulgoth to kill them out. Because either way, it's still going to be a 1-to-1 kill. Because regardless if it's firebomb or sacrifice, it still kills one thing, and firebomb just does it quicker. Though I do feel like I should put them at the front of the team, though. Just so that skull spammers can kill them easier. Even though they can escape a bit easier, it's not that big a deal. Who knows, maybe by the end of the stream we'll just have 4 of them anyway, so it won't even matter what order they're in. Because they're all going to be Dragonite now. What's a Lesser Orb of Glory? A Lesser Orb of Glory basically counts as 1 Nisha medal. You simply use it on a mythic, and then boom, you got a bronze medal on it. Assuming it fits the qualification. Hey, a 300 gem drop. We only got like 7 of those this weekend. Only. But you know. After 1,000 keys, that's technically only. But, yeah, it's basically a Nisha medal. Is a Lesser Orb of Glory. It's kind of funny that it's called Lesser Orb of Glory, because it's definitely not lesser. It's literally a Nisha medal. Since you can bronze level a mythic off of it. Its name is kind of confusing. Because its drop is actually kind of insane, how much value it has. Come on, I'm hoping that one of those that doesn't say new is like one of the ones we already got that was good. I haven't got any of the new ones for a little while now. We're like half an hour without a new orb. So we have found a gnome. So getting more of that copy of that gnome doesn't really help us, so it does help others. Be able to get the achievement a bit quicker. Wait, it counts towards the achievement even if they run away? That's funny. Maybe I should put it in the first slot then. Right, I'll go do that after this battle. That's kind of funny. Oh wow, an epic Volkey with the sun. What's with all the epic Volkeys? Anyways, we've actually gotten 2 epic Volkeys this stream and no normal Volkeys. That's kind of insane. But anyways, I'm looking for my defend team. That's not where it's located. Because I want to go move these to the front. Make them easier to kill. Because if they run away anyways and it counts, might as well. Makes them easier to kill. There's 2 of the redeem codes we handed out earlier. And we'll have 1 more redeem code as well with a gem key in it. And all the normal loot. As soon as we find his final orb. However long that takes. Because this stream is not ending till we find his orb. 1 orb of forging. Doesn't matter what rarity, just any of them. Ideally the better one though. It's slightly more annoying to show the smaller one. Whereas the major one, you just plop it on any doom weapon you want, boom, it's max. But the other one, you actually have to spend some amount of your colored scrolls. I'm pretty sure I have like 100 something of one of them, so I'll just pick whatever one we have a lot of. Like blue we have a lot of or something. I'll probably upgrade the hammer. What is a Lesser Orb of Glory? A Lesser Orb of Glory is Initia Metal, basically. Oh! Well, we just got another triple Nisha drop. That's our second one off for 2%. That's insane. We got 6 Nishas this stream. Not tokens, medals. Does Explore 12 even exist anymore? What's the point in doing Explore 12? I'm not sure we will do it anymore. We are finally freed from Explore 12. It is now wait for Vault weekends and then just grind Vault weekends. Like, that's literally the gameplay cycle of this game. It's just farm Vault event weekend for every possible second you have free. And then just casually do whatever else the rest of the time with the game. But just make sure to just power farm every Vault event that ever happens. But yeah, the lesser one counts as 1 Nisha medal. It counts as a bronze level for any mythic. You can use it for anything, but use it only on mythics. Like, Orbs of Glory should be used on nothing but a mythic. Until you have every mythic maxed, which is no time soon. So a lesser Orb of Glory is 1 Nisha. A whatever the middle form is called is 2 Nishas. And the major one that we just got twice this stream is 3 Nishas. Essentially. Though do keep in mind, you do have to upgrade it to that level. So to use a silver, you still have to do the first level, and to use a gold, you still have to do the first 2 levels. Which is why the gold one counts as 3 and not as 6, as you still have to do the previous bronze and silver level, of course. But yeah, they're really powerful. A lot of the new orbs are. The only useless new orb is the ingot orb. It's basically an orange orb, but for weapons. Because the forged orbs are different because they count for doom weapons only. But the ingot ones are really useless because they count for all the weapons that already use ingots. Of which most people have infinite of. Kind of like trait stones are. Like, it'll help newer players, and that's it. Is a very useless orb dead on arrival. But luckily the other 3 are so good that it makes up for how bad the ingot orb is. Because basically, the Forging Orb allows you to upgrade every Doom weapon in the game. The Minion Orbs allow you to upgrade every pet in the game, including past cosmetic pets, as long as you own at least 1 copy of it. It doesn't help you get a copy of it, though, so you do still need to own a copy of it. And Orbs of Glory allow you to fully medal every mythic in the game. And you should only ever use them on mythics and never anything else. Unless you eventually get so many that you don't need to, but everyone is very far away from that point, that is for sure. No, I'm pretty sure almost no one is close to upgrading every mythic in the game. Maybe in a month or 2 from now, after this event's out for a while, maybe. After everyone cashes in all their vault keys and grinds a couple vault events. But currently, pretty much no one has every mythic max. That's still something that... though by the end of next year, if someone power grinds every vault event, it is possible, even if you're a brand new player, like if you started today, a brand new account, Though we're not going to test this theory because, gosh, we'd have to grind it so much. But if you started a brand new account today, you could probably max out everything in the game by the end of next year if you grinded every Vault event hard enough. Which is kind of insane. I mean, not literally everything, plus you'd be missing a lot of, like, the cosmetic pets and stuff like that, but, you'd get a lot of progress. It definitely streamlined the whole system a lot more. And honestly, this is my favorite patch in quite some time. It might even be my favorite patch of the year. I can't think of anything else that happened this year that was better than this patch. It makes me excited to see what they're going to do next year, though. Because it's very rare that the best patch we get of the year is in December. I don't think there's been a single year in Gems of War where the best patch was in December. Except this year. I guess technically 2014 when the game came out, because that was like the only new content patch we got was like the December one. But that's not fair because it was only out for half of November and then all of December. So 2/3 of the duration it was out was in December of that year. That's an unfair comparison. That's pretty much the only month it could have had anything was that month. The dragon bosses patch, I don't know. It was cool that they added the dragons, but I hate the RNG of it. It's a very RNG-based system. Oh, they added Dragonite gnome this patch. Even more of a reason, because now they made the RNG less. While it's still an RNG system, it's an RNG system you can infinitely farm, which makes it less RNG. Like, it's still RNG, but theoretically, now that it's infinitely farmable, it doesn't matter if you get bad luck, because you can just keep grinding more. Whereas before, if you got bad luck, you were just out of luck. But now, if you get bad luck, you can just grind more. To max everything, you'd have to get all 100 plus mythics, which seems highly improbable. It's decently possible. I know when we made our Nintendo Switch account, we had half the mythics in the game within a month. Or within a month and a half, or somewhere around there. Though there was a lot less mythics at the time, like 30-ish or so. But it's still very possible to get 100 mythics in a year. Though it does become increasingly harder over time. Just because of duplicate mythics is the biggest issue with that. But even if you get 100 mythics, it doesn't mean it's 100 unique mythics. And there's definitely the issue as more and more come into the game of getting duplicates. Because diamonds can only get you so far. In a single year, even if you power grind vault events like crazy, you're probably only getting around 6 to 10 guaranteed mythics of anything you want. Which means that's the only amount you have to bypass all the RNG. The rest you'd have to go through RNG rolls for. And while there are some other ways to minimize it, like event keys and stuff, you can only do so much through diamonds. Due to their slow accumulation rate. They are infinitely grindable, but once again, they're pretty much only infinitely grindable through vault events. Which honestly seems like they need to add some kind of content that isn't just grind vault events, though, now. They fixed a lot of issues. But one issue now is vault events are like... Before, I would say they were like 95% of the loot you would get. Now they're like 98% of the loot, because now you don't even need to explore 12 anymore. You still need to some degree. But now you just do Vault Event more. And that covers all your Explore 12 rewards. You would just need to get your initial 3 Nishas, and maybe all the lower rarity ones. You'd still have to grind it quite a bit in order to get the max. Because obviously you wouldn't want to use Orbs of Glory on anything that isn't a Mythic. Unless you somehow have literally every Mythic max, in which case you might start using them on Legends. But even then, you're probably still only keeping them for Mythics. Because new Mythics you'd still need them for. Because even if you started getting a lot of them, you'd still need them for upcoming mythics when they pop around. Also, where's this orb? It's out there somewhere. I haven't got a new orb in a little while. Our last one was an orb. I can't really complain because it's one of the best drops out there. Because we got our second triple Nisha. Also, all this time we've been hoping for like the good old triple Nisha drop, a token drop in Explore, which would be like 1/3 a Nisha. Now you can just get 27 of them in one drop, because that's what that gold medal is that we got earlier. A major orb of glory is 27 Nisha tokens, if you put it that way, which makes it seem absolutely absurd how much loot that is. But it is quite literally 27 Nisha tokens, just in a different form factor, which is very high, which means this stream, just between those two, we got 54 Nisha tokens this stream, which is absurdly high. I think the best week we ever did was like 10 Nisha tokens. We did like 54 in an hour with this new format. Obviously, this is not consistent because we actually got a bit lucky on those. Oh, another ingot one. Unfortunately, that's the most useless one, but hey, it's new. At least we're seeing something new. That's not the new thing we're looking for. Just maxed the 15th anniversary pet with the 2 minor orbs. Nice. Wait, that means you already had 6 copies of it then. Interesting. Come on, where's that 3% drop? It's out there somewhere. Oh, so how are you getting so lucky with this many orbs? Are you using a quicker team? What team are you using? Like, there's a couple teams that can quick kill this pretty quickly, depending on what you want to do. I normally like going for double cast. Obviously, you can also one-shot it if you wanted to go for slightly less loot. Actually, that might be what's making you go quicker, isn't it? You might just be going for one-shot method. On a slightly lower difficulty. Yeah, you're doing 110%, that's why. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was going to say, I was like thinking, wait, how are you doing so much quicker? But then I realized I'm doing 120%, which means you could easily just be one-shotting 110%. Oh, we found it! There it is! I didn't even notice the noob because it's so red. But there it is! We've gotten one of each. Should we keep going? Honestly, I kind of want to keep going. But I also want to record the other video so I can have it recapped for everyone. Because I'm pretty sure most people aren't. Might as well keep going. It's new patch night. We gotta keep going. I'm not sure we're gonna go all the way to midnight because honestly I'm starting to get a little tired and I still want to record the video thing, but we'll keep going for a little while. I want to see at least one other big drop. Who knows? Maybe we can get another triple Nisha drop. Is the stream finally ending? No, not quite yet. Though soonish. Not quite yet. I want to see if we can get like a major forge or a major minion. See if we can get lucky with one of those or something. We've gotten really lucky on Orbs of Glory, that's for sure. We've seen the best one twice and we haven't even seen either the lesser two yet. Which are both more common than the super rare one. That's just not true. The minor one is 2%. And the other one is 3%. Well, the other one's more common, but the I believe the minor one's actually the same drop rate as the gold one, just in the minor orb drop table rather than the major orb drop table. Isn't it? Where's the drop rate? Because what we got twice was this one. No, not that one. The one that we got twice is this one. It's a 2% chance. And in the small drop table is a 5% chance to get the bronze one, a 3% chance to get the silver one, and we've gotten the gold one twice, which is a 2% chance. So yeah, we got pretty lucky on those. Because we keep missing the 5 and 3% rolls, but we've gotten the 2% roll twice on it. Well, if nothing else, Guild Wars is about to get slightly scarier. Because everyone's going to have gold medaled mythics. Or at least be a lot more likely to have gold medaled mythics. Because there's a possibility that a couple months from now, Guild Wars is going to be purely gold medal troops. I guess this won't matter too much because, you know, you will probably also be gold medal troops if you're in endgame and have that many resources. However, there's going to be a lot more gold medals. Like, the ratio of how many gold medals we've been seeing compared to how many we're going to be seeing in the very near future is going to be like night and day. Like, almost every team's just going to be straight gold. At least in endgame. Compared to now, where, like, you might see a few here and there. That's definitely not, like, a huge amount. Like, if I just go look at these 3 PvP teams real quick. Or these higher 2. Let's see. How many golds? 1, 2, but these are all low rarity stuff. Okay, he has all of them max, but is also all low rarity stuff. That's a bad example. So 0, a bronze, and nothing. So he has like 1 with bronze. If we click on this one, we have nothing, nothing, not possible, nothing. But like, you don't see them that often. This is like a lower rarity thing. Like, this guy has it on his leprechaun. Gosh, all these people with Diamantia. I haven't gotten that lucky yet. This guy has a silver and a bronze, and hero can't be. But, like, there's a lot that's not maxed. There's a silver, nothing, nothing, not even on the common. Here we have a bronze, a silver, a bronze. But yeah, sooner we're just going to see straight gold on everything. Anyways, let's keep hunting. Keep going for a little bit. Not touching that big Volkeys tonight, though. Well, we'll keep piling down the the standard Volkeys a little bit more. Who knows? Maybe we'll even go upgrade my Magnesia. Actually, why haven't I already? Hold up. Well, actually, I guess he doesn't need the damage, technically. But yeah, why is my Magma Dragon not upgraded? Now that I think about it. I guess theoretically for what we're doing, he doesn't need to be upgraded. But we should probably upgrade him. I'll catch you later, Emanator. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, we're going to be calling it a night soon, too. I just want one more big drop. This is fun. But yeah, we're definitely going to be doing this throughout the week. How many doomed weapons? Oh, gosh. I'm pretty sure Turian is almost maximal already with how lucky he's been getting. Probably already almost maxed on everything. Oh, another orb ingots. And by that, I mean we got nothing. I'm not sure why I'm even tracking them. They're basically a non-existent orb. It's like if we were tracking how many oranges we're getting right now. It is a very pointless orb. That does absolutely nothing. You just silvered your Phoenicia? Nice. Hopefully you'll get the gold one so you can just max it out soon. But yeah, I'm going to be upgrading Scourge of Honor finally. I'll be doing on the video. Ooh, a 300 gem drop. Oh, so we've opened almost 200 Volkeys this stream. We're probably going to be throwing down almost 100 every night, probably. Now that there's a really real reason to do so. Oh, I said the 1000 Volkey opening might be... oh gosh, we just did 300 gems in a row? Wow. Didn't we just back-to-back 300 gem drop? We did 1,000 and we only got like 7 of them. We just got 2 back-to-back. Come on, 3 back-to-back? Come on. That'd be almost 1,000 gems and 3 Volkeys. Oh, not gonna get that lucky. You have 14 Doom weapons not max? Well, that's not gonna take long. We have them max by the end of January then. Like probably after next Vault event, you'd probably have them all max. Oh, there's Savage Lips. Not what we're looking for. Actually, we have all the troops. I don't even need the Dragonite gnome unless we want to set more on defense team. You have no mythics max yet, but you have a lot of medals. Well, it'll be easier to do so now. Because now even newer players can max a mythic. Now that those orbs are a lot more accessible. Or, you know, that there are orbs to be able to max it. My laugh reminds me of the Stampy Longnose. If you know who that is. I do not. Yeah, some people either love or hate the laugh. You went from 19 to 14? Wow, that's a lot of progress. But yeah, that is... honestly, the amount of quality of life added in this patch has made it one of the more insane patches they've ever done. It almost reminds me of how broken Nomapalooza was, as far as how much loot you can end up getting from some of the stuff. If only they didn't add the ingot one. They always have to add that one bad one, just to even out all the good. And of course, it's the most common one too, the worst one. It's like a 10% drop or something. Which is why we have 4 of them. Phoenicia mana? Actually, never mind. I just need it for Magma Dragon. Why am I looking for Phoenicia mana when I need Magma Dragon mana? This is the best birthday present you've ever gotten. Yeah, it's really funny that they did this patch on your birthday. Because normally they do the patches on Tuesdays. But, yeah, they wanted to get it out for your birthday. But yeah, I would say this is the best patch of the year. As far as my overall impressions of it. Which might be one of the only December patches where I would ever say it's the best patch of the year. Because normally it seems kind of rushed and they're just kind of doing like something just to kind of get something out before the end of the year. But this one has seemed pretty substantial. Another ingot one, unfortunate. I'm still not sure why I'm keeping track of them. They're so useless. They're literally just an orange orb in a new form. Where it's a orb that saves you a currency that's already dead. Oh, we have officially opened 200 vault keys this stream. And we're still going a little. Yeah, I might go for like another 15-ish minutes to make it like a nice 3 hours then. I still want to go until we get like one more really big drop. I want to see like a major pet, a major forge, or a 3rd gold. I still can't believe we got 2 gold ones. Oh, you got 3 sword and shield legendaries from Tyrion, nice. There's actually still some things I didn't finish hunting in that game. And now that the new game came out, I probably won't anytime even remotely soon. Oh, you gave her the weather trio. Oh, a new one! Wait, what could this be? Oh! I think this is the Orb of Glory, but bronze. Hey, it is! I called it. Yeah, it's a lesser Orb of Glory. I was wondering when we'd get this. This is the most common of the 3. This is a 5% chance? Yeah, 5% chance. I'm actually surprised this is the first one we've gotten. But yeah, it's a 5% chance off of a lesser orb. And this is, this might look like it's bad. Like, oh, it's called a lesser orb. This is a Nisha metal. Not a Nisha token. This is literally a Nisha metal. Like, you know these things that we'd grind for like months to get one? Or maybe like several weeks to a month? You can just get one like that off a 5% chance now. It's literally just a Nisha metal. As far as its upgrading potential. Like, I could literally just throw down Scourge of Honor right now. Like, I could go show it too. So before we didn't have the highlight. But now if I go for this, I could literally just click this. Boom, bronze. As easy as that. I literally just click this button. I'm not going to right now. Especially not on that mythic. But we'll save that for the video. But you literally just click that button and boom, it's bronze. That's it. That's all you have to do. It's that simple. If I understand it correctly, anyways, it seems like all you have to do. Can anyone confirm? But to my understanding, that's literally all you have to do. I click that button, boom, it's now bronze medaled. And obviously you'd only want to do that on mythics, as it'd be a complete waste on anything else. But it's just that easy. Oh, also I should probably update the number. Let's see. There we go. But yeah, they have made medaling way more convenient. Honestly, I'm not sure we're doing Explore 12 anymore. There might be no reason to ever do Explore 12 ever again. Like, we might still occasionally just for, like, a little bit of poking. But, because I still need to get all the rares, all the ultra rares max, and realistically, you still have to do Explore 12 a ton for that. So I guess we will still be doing quite a bit of Explore 12, now that I think about it. Because realistically, you still need to do Explore 12 to max out commons, rares, ultra rares, and epics. But for legendaries and mythics, particularly mythics, you're just doing tokens now, or the orbs of glory specifically. So yeah, I guess there is still a pretty big incentive to do Explore 12 then. Because all the low rarity stuff still has to be done through Explore 12. And we're not even gosh, how are we getting so many 300 gem drops? Did I get gypped this weekend? That's like our 4th one, and we're only like 200 something keys in. We got like 7 all of last weekend, and we're already at 4 in like a 4th of the keys. Like, if we did that good on it this weekend, we would have hit like 16 to 20. Or I think we only hit like 7 or 8. What's the best mythics to max first? Oh yeah, I should probably make an updated video for that. I've covered that in the past. I would say Phoenicia and Scourge of Honor are still pretty high priority ones. Arachnid Weaver is also insane for guild. Oh, seriously! It just doesn't stop giving me 300 gem drops. But Phoenicia is probably one of the first things you'd want to do it into. Arachnid Weaver's insane as far as how much extra damage potential it gets. Aside from that, Scourge of Honor, while very similar to Phoenicia, does cover a lot of gaps that she doesn't when fully maxed. So you could end up doing that. Trying to think of a few other ones. The problem is, a lot of mythics are good, but don't gain much of a benefit for being maxed. For example, Zul'Goth is a really good mythic that gains almost no benefit from being fully medaled. Like, he gains a small benefit, but we're talking, like, I think a few attack or something. Like, even though he's already so good, the amount of benefit he gets from being maxed is almost nothing. So if you're using him so much that you feel like it'd be justified to do it, you kind of could. But the amount of value he gets is just so bad. But now that it's easier to upgrade stuff, it might be worth doing. Before, I would say, like, Zul'Goth's not worth ever upgrading. But now that you can get them quite a bit easier, if you're already using them a lot, which we do, a few extra attack could make a difference occasionally. Maybe not that often, but eventually. Eventually 3 attack would matter. At some point, you would win a fight earlier than you would have. Also, we just got 30 gem keys. This question is going to be what you ask quite frequently. Wait, what? Wait, what question? Oh yeah, what's the best mythics upgrade? I guess we'll cover an updated video tomorrow. Definitely not tonight. Tonight's video is going to be going over all of, basically a summary of what we just did the last 3 hours. Mostly just going over the patch notes within like 10 minutes or so. Where I'll be using my 1 gold medal and my 1 more bronze one. Start upgrading stuff. Basically showing what each of them do. Use the fort scroll, use the ingot one, I guess, since they're completely useless. But you do even have a weapon to use them. Probably do somewhere. But yeah, those ingot ones are definitely targeted to newer players, that's for sure. There's no veteran player is going to be needing those for the most part. Honestly, don't play Underworld that often. So I really want to see another minion orb. I want to see... I really want to see like a major minion or a major forge. Because I would love to have a major minion to show for the video. The problem is it's like a, what, 2% drop off a major? Because I want to go upgrade to Dragon Kitty. That'll probably be the first one I do, then I'll do the balloons. I want to do the 2 first that are impossible to max prior to today. And then we'll work on the rest of them. Because it doesn't really matter what order you go for all the cosmetic pets. It literally means nothing because they're cosmetic. I guess that's not true. You can do it based on what kingdoms need upgrades. Like if a kingdom is missing one based on cosmetic pet. So that's true. It actually somewhat matters what order you do them in. I've never hated seeing a major blue so much. There's never been a single time in this game where a major blue has seemed so useless compared to the rest of the drop table. Also, you know what is going to be a really heavy troll now? A power orb will actually be a bad drop, which is kind of sad. Because now when we see a power orb, it's like, oh, that could have been a major orb of minions. Wait, major orb of minions only 1%? Oh no. But yeah, it could have been a major orb of minions. Every single time we see a power orb. Could have been a major minion. I wonder if they're going to update some of the other leaderboards. Because now that I think about it, they haven't changed it. Oh, a new major orb of minions? Oh, 1%? This can't be a power. This has to be major forge. Oh, this better not be major ingot. No, we got major ingot already, didn't we? I'm pretty sure we already got major ingot. So this has to be silver orb of glory, major minion, which it better be, or major forge, which would be fine. Honestly, all 3 of those are kind of good. Okay, we got orb of glory silver. Oh, you know what? For the video, I can literally just throw down 3 orbs. That is insane. Okay, that's cool. I'm going to upgrade Scourge of Honor using nothing but orbs of glory for the video. That's really funny. We're about to upgrade Scourge of Honor using a bronze orb of glory, a silver orb of glory, and then a gold orb of glory. Oh, that's going to be fun. We're going to upgrade a mythic without using a single Nisha medal, which is like unheard of prior to today. But we just got an entire max mythic just from these Volkies we've been opening. It's as easy as that. I know, power orbs have already been bad drops. But now they're even worse. Because it could have been a max pet. But all it is a useless orb. Oh, another orb of glory. Wow, we're doing really good on orb of glories. If we get one more bronze, I have gotten 2 max mythics this stream. Within 250 keys. Now I really wish we didn't open 1,000 keys last Saturday. It was fun. But gosh, imagine how much loot we would have gotten if we waited like 3 days. But we can always farm our vault events. 1,000 keys is technically just one very, very long vault event grind. Well, I know what we're doing January 13th. I hope they don't do one for the holidays, though. Because if they do one Christmas weekend, I'm pretty sure I won't be able to grind it that much. But I'll feel like so inclined to. Even though I won't have that much time to. It's currently the next planned vault event is January 13th. Basically exactly a month from today. Unless they're adding one bit before then for the holidays. Which I don't think they're going to do, but you never know. If anything, I think what they're going to do for the holidays is do an increased rate for Dragonite gnome. Because that's what they did with Curse Gnome when it first came out. It's just drop rate was like super low, but they gave us like a couple events where it's like, hey, you can get this at a much higher rate if you just farm. And here, have this for the holidays. So I feel like they're going to do that again for Dragonite gnome. Kind of like what they did for Curse Gnome. Or they're going to have like a weekend or a week where you have a higher rate of finding Dragonite gnome. Is anyone doing Palooza right now? I would advise not to. While theoretically you could get a lot of Dragonite gnomes, they will have not only diminishing returns, but you're also not getting a billion vault keys. So it's probably worth waiting until the event rolls around. Yeah, that's the only problem. I don't have any reserve of Paloozas. We gotta farm them all manually when we go for them. Gosh, at this rate, I might be going till midnight. We'll see. Yeah, mark your calendars. Friday the 13th. Actually, wait, it is Friday the 13th, isn't it? Oh, that's funny. The first Friday, or not the first Friday, but yeah, that's really funny. But yeah, Friday the 13th of next year is the start of the Vault event grind. Hope they'll do a week-long Vault event again. That'd be really cool. The only problem with a week-long Vault event is I feel like I generally don't have time every single day to grind it. If it's a week long. Because if you know in advance that a weekend one's coming, you can kind of plan around it. But you can't really plan around a week-long Vault event. Even if you know in advance. Are we doing a 1000 Volkey weekend on the 13th? Probably. Okay. So, by process of elimination, the only 2 drops we have not gotten is Major Orb of Minions, which I really hope this is, or realistically, statistically, the more likely one it is, the Major Orb of Forging. I hope this is the Minion one, though, because the Minion one is way better and also only a 1% chance. Oh, we did get it! The new Power Orb! Wait, we got a screenshot of that. That's the rarest one yet. This is a 1% chance. This is literally the new Power Orb in like every definition of it, because normal Power Orb is useless. But there it is, the 1% new Power Orb. The Major Orb of Minions. So what this does, though we're not going to show it right now, but we'll show it for the video we'll be posting soon. Recapping everything. But what this does is it immediately maxes any pet you want. So let's say, for example, we go to Dragon Kitty. So for example, wait. Yeah, this one, the Dragon Kitty. I named it Dragon Kitty. But, that's funny. Why did I name it Dragon Kitty if it's already called Dragon Kitty? Wait. Interesting. Anyways. But yeah, all I'd have to do to max this is click this button. That's it. And it would be instantly maxed. That's all you have to do. It's that simple. But anyways. And that's a 1% chance, by the way, the drop we just got. I don't think we're going to outdo that unless we get another one. So now we've gotten every single possible drop except for Major Orb of Forging. Are we going to keep going until we get it? What's the drop rate on Major Orb of Forging? Because I would have gotten every single drop except that now, as far as unique orbs. Because if I go check my orb category... Actually, I can't while I'm in a battle. I'll check it after this fight. But if I go check the orb category, we have every single one now, I believe, except the Major Orb of Forging. Which is a 3%, I believe, from Major Orb. We gotta double check. Let's see. Yeah, I believe that's the only new orb we don't have. Yep, Major Orb of Forging, 0. Yeah, out of the 9 new orbs, it is the only one we haven't gotten. Are we gonna keep going until we get it? Maybe? Are we? Is that what we're doing now? The chance of getting a Major Orb of Forging is only obviously in Major Orbs. And it is a 3% chance. We'll see. We'll go for like another 10 minutes and we'll judge it from there. That is the only drop I have not gotten. Major Orb of Forging. I've gotten all 8 of the other orbs, including the 1% pet upgrade orb, which is basically the new power orb. They're both still 1%, but power is very useless compared to the pet one. I like those odds. The only problem is it can only happen when we see a major, though it'll be very obvious when it happens because it's going to say new. It is literally the only one we don't have, so it's 100% going to say new, and there's only one left that it can be because it's the only one we don't have. So if we just see the term new on a major orb, we know we got it. So it's not even a surprise when we see a major orb. We know the second we look at it if it's new or not, because it will literally say if it is. Obviously, we can still get the other new ones. But if it says new on it, we know we got the drop. Yeah, we might go for it. We'll see. We'll try for it for a little bit. If we don't get it, it's not too big a deal. Because we have pretty much everything we need to show the video. Not getting it would be cool. Hey, we came this far. We might as well go all the way. Just 3% isn't particularly high odds. Oh, we got another normal one. Well, in theory, if we got enough smaller ones, it counts as a bigger one, kind of. The only problem is you would need 10 smaller ones. Realistically, if you're ever using the smaller ones, you would only use it on the last 2 or 3 upgrades of a weapon. Because that would save you the most amount of value. Kind of like how when you're using the small oranges, sometimes you'll do it only on like the final trade or something similar, so you save on Celestials. These are kind of similar. Where you would only use on the last few levels. Actually, a better comparison are the green orbs, where you'd only use on the last 2 or 3 levels of a troop, so you get the max amount of value. Same thing basically applies to the Forge Scrolls. There's 10 different upgrades, and you save the most value from using on the last 2 or 3. And Forge Scrolls are pretty much no different. You'd only ever want to use the smaller ones on the last 2 or 3 levels, where the last level gives you the most value, second to last gives you second most value, third to last gives you the third most value, and anything beyond that, probably not worth doing. He has such diminishing returns by that point. Oh, Orb of Minions! That's a really good drop. Though if I was to get any one small one, yeah, Orb of Minions and the Orb of Glories are by far the best. Like, it's not even close. Like, I don't really care if I get all the Doom Weapons max. Whereas getting all the pet max, even if they're cosmetic, I still care about because that could potentially be Kingdom upgrades. And the absolute most valuable ones are by far Orbs of Glory. While the pet ones are nice, they're mostly to upgrade cosmetic pets. Whereas Orbs of Glory are giving you actual stats, as well as a little icon on your card, but more so actual stats that you can use at any point. Oh, he's got a minion. Or an ingot, I mean. Oh, I forgot to update for minion, didn't I? Because we have a third minion now. Hold up. I forgot to upgrade for the third minion orb. Because we have 2 smalls and 1 big. The only thing we're missing is major forging. I don't know. Well, we might keep trying until we get it. We'll see. If we don't get it somewhat soon, we'll reconsider, maybe. But, we'll see if we can get it tonight. We got 8 out of 9. Might as well go for the 10th. I mean, we got 8 out of 9. Might as well go for the 9th, I mean. Oh, the stream might be going to midnight. That wasn't the intention of the stream, but it seems like what we're doing. Also, I wonder, how upvoted did this patch get on the website? Because I feel like, the answer is yes. Because I feel like this would have a high upvote rate. Okay, it's decently high. Not as high as some other patches, surprisingly. But, I don't know. Honestly, this is one of my favorite updates in a very, very long time. Now they just need to add more ways to get orbs. Because one slight issue, even though you get them sightly through a lot of events, the main way to get them, and realistically the only way to get them if you're looking for a super big number of them, is farm vault events like crazy, then at a later point use the orbs, which is what we're doing now, use the vault keys, which is what we're doing now, we're using the vault key portion of that. But, it'd be nice if we had more ways to get orbs, now that orbs are so ridiculously good. Like, maybe up the amount that you get off of leaderboards, so leaderboards become useful again. Maybe up some of the amounts that you get from some various events. Because a lot of them give a very small amount. Like, for example, the one tomorrow gives you 2 small orbs. If nothing else, hey, doing the Tuesday faction event became a lot more enticing now. You might literally get a Nisha medal. You basically have a 3% chance, right? Do you have like a 3% chance to get a Nisha medal? That's kind of insane to think about. Like, does that means like 2 Tuesday events per year? No, 3 Tuesday. Well, we're getting 2 every Tuesday. There's 4 per month. How many weeks are in a year? 72? So yeah, you'd be getting a few Nisha medals per year just from doing Tuesday events on top of everything else. But where's the drop rate again? I'm looking for the table. Because yeah, getting a Nisha medal from a orb is a 5% chance. Oh, hold up. 5%. Wait. So if you're getting 2 per thing... Wait, how many rolls would that be? Like, on average. You'd have to do all the data on that. I forget how to do it that far back. But yeah, you'd have a 2 5% every Tuesday. That's not bad. Obviously, there's a bunch of other loot you can get, too. Plus, you also can open the vault key, so theoretically, you might even get a 3rd try. And that 3rd try could also be a major orb. But yeah, Tuesday events, the loot wasn't seeming as good, but now the orbs are so much better. They have magically gotten substantially better. The Tuesday events were always going to have good loot. It just, compared to vault events, honestly, everything compared to vault events now just seem pitiful for loot. It's been an issue for a while, but if anything else, this update... Gosh, why do we keep getting so many 300 gems? I don't mind, but we've gotten more... Honestly, I think we've gotten more 300 gem drops today than the entirety of last weekend when we went and did all the vault key grinding. Like, we already outpassed it, I think, today, which is either good or sad. That we did either so bad this weekend or so good today. I'm not sure which is which. What's a major orb of ingots? It's basically a useless orb that sits there and does nothing. It allows you to max any one non-Doom weapon. So the most it can count for is all the mythic ingots or all the legendary ingots you need for a weapon, which is very low value. It's basically the equivalent of an orange orb for trait stones, but it's the it does it for weapons, but not Doom weapons, specifically the non-Doom weapons. The Forge ones do the Doom weapons, which that is good. But the ones that do the standard weapons is already dead content to most players, as it just doesn't do anything of value. But yeah, they had to add one really bad one. And the ingot one, unfortunately, is the one very bad one. The other 3 are insanely good, though. Particularly Minion and Glory ones. Every Glory one is some amount of Nishas, which that alone is insane. And the Minion ones allow you to basically upgrade all the old cosmetic pets that you have laying around. And the Forge ones mostly just allow you to upgrade all the Doom weapons, which isn't as relevant, but definitely helps out a lot. Especially now that there's an infinite way. Basically, Tower of Doom events don't matter now, to some degree. Like, they still matter, but no longer do you have to depend on, like, this 11-week cycle for them just to stock up on Forge Scrolls. Now all you have to do is just grind some Vault events, get some Forge, you know, just randomly, whenever you're opening orbs, you'll get some Forge orbs, and then boom, just go upgrade them. Yeah, major orb of ingots is very useless. It's basically dead upon arrival. It's the equivalent to an endgame player. It's basically the equivalent of an orange orb, which are already very useless. They had to add one really bad one to balance out the other 3. Oh, wait, we did it. Wait, no, that's the wrong one. I thought that was the major orb of forging. No, that was the major orb of ingots we just got, the useless one. No! I thought that was the forge for a second. I was like, wait, it didn't say new. But no, that's the useless ingot one that we were literally just talking about that has literally no value. That's basically a major orange. Honestly, it's probably even worse value than a major orange. Because at least a major orange saves you celestials, and celestials have like a small purpose. So it's actually somehow worse than orange orbs. So I was kind of lying when I said they're basically orange orbs. They're actually worse. Because at least orange orbs save you celestials, which are like somewhat a currency that is ever so slightly used that you could theoretically run out of eventually. But they don't even save you that. They just save you ingots, which have no value whatsoever for anything. So they're basically worse orange orbs somehow. They might actually be the worst orb in the entire game, the ingot orb, at least for people who have already been playing. Obviously, newer players might benefit from it some, to be able to get weapons a little bit more conveniently upgraded, particularly if they're not participating in Underworld much yet. But otherwise, they're actually like pretty much definitively the worst orb currently within the game. That could change over time if ingots ever have additional purpose into the future, of which they currently don't. Because even a green orb at least saves you souls. Souls are used to upgrade still upgrade for like bronze medal, silver medal, gold medal. You don't need to when you do Orbs of Glory, but obviously Orbs of Glory are only going to be used like mythics. You still have to worry about the other categories and spend souls on those. Because while green orbs are useless, at least they save you souls, which is a good resource. While orange orbs are useless, at least they save you celestials, which is somewhat useful occasionally for soul forge crafting. What's the other useless orb? Well, blue orbs aren't really useless, but if you have too many of them, they kind of just sit there doing nothing. Like, in theory, blue orbs are really valuable, but if you have too many of them, they, you know, just sit there. But yeah, the ingot orb is actually the worst orb in the game. Though the other three they added are basically some of the best orbs in the game. I'm not sure which one's definitively the best. I would say probably Orbs of Glory. Because every single one is basically a Nisha. And I still can't get over even now how broken that is. Because even the weakest one at a 5% chance is literally just a Nisha medal. Unless I'm misunderstanding how it works. It is literally just a Nisha medal. The silver one is 2 Nisha medals. The gold one is 3 Nisha medals. You have a set of all 3, which we do. That's a max mythic with basically 6 Nisha medal of value. Which is absurd how valuable that is prior to what was available prior to today. This is so much value. Like, we're talking almost like a year of Nisha hunting. Well, maybe not a year. Like, a couple months to like half a year of Nisha hunting. In a couple hours. Obviously, you would need to have farmed the Volkeys, but honestly, we haven't used that many Volkeys yet. We've used 300. You can farm 300 in a single weekend. Like, that's not hard. You do 100 per day. You do it for like a couple hours. Maybe several hours. Depends how many you already had. And then boom, you just got yourself some amount of loot similar to what we've gotten during the stream. Like, if you spend 10 hours or less farming a Vault weekend, and then you open those Vault keys at a later point, you pretty much just got all the loot we just got on the stream. Obviously, the RNG will be different. But, the loot we got on the stream is very doable in a single Vault weekend, even if you don't grind them that much. These even are very casual, like 300-ish in a weekend. That's like how many we opened. We've opened, in 26 marquees, we would have opened 300 this stream. And that's very doable in one weekend. Even if you don't have as much time. Though I definitely want to start aiming for 1,000 again. But we'll see. Depends how free I am that weekend. I should be pretty free. I'm still not fully sure. We have Friday the 13th of next year, in January, the first Vault event of the year. And I wouldn't be surprised if we actually get the highest peak of all Gems of War time during that weekend. Because there's been a lot of times where it's really weird with Gems of War. Because the current number of like people playing Gems of War at like peak hours is already so close to the max players that it has ever had. Constantly. It's always weird how it is. So something like that might actually be the highest amount of players ever, at least on Steam anyways, when that happens. Because I could see a lot of people wanting to grind now that this patch has happened. Not to mention we'd probably also have the first patch of next year by that point, potentially. Though that one's probably not doing anything. What is an Orb of Forging? A Orb of Forging allows you to upgrade Doom weapons. It basically allows you so you don't have to wait for the 11-week cycle of Tower of Doom anymore, and can simply just go immediately upgrade a Forge weapon. If it is a minor one, do make sure to only use it on the last few upgrades, though. as you get the most value from using it on the last upgrade, or if you will have a couple of them, you could use on the second to last or third to last. But you should only use it on the later upgrades, as it'll save you the most amount of Forge Scrolls. If you have a major one, you can simply just use it on any Doom weapon and boom, it's maxed. But the smaller ones, you want to wait for the last upgrade or last few upgrades on the weapon. Would you rather have 4 Chaos Orbs or 5 Vault Keys? 4 Chaos Orbs. Probably. Actually, that's a hard choice. That actually is a kind of hard choice. Like, I do feel like it's 4 orbs. Though, the best loot you can get is higher from 5 Vault Keys. But the average loot you would get is better from 4 orbs. So theoretically, 4 orbs would be better. But if you got really lucky, you could get better loot from 5 Vault Keys than you can from 4 orbs. But 4 orbs is more likely to give you more consistent loot than 5 Vault Keys. Oh, Tyrion, what did you mention? You just got to use this power orb? Oh no. You got gypped of a max pet. So you'd rather... Yeah, there's never been any point in crafting Vault Keys. I mentioned that in the Forge video a while back. Oh yeah! Hold up. We can craft major orbs. Oh, another ingot one. How useless. But, wow, you just reminded me. Like, I knew that mechanic existed, but my brain didn't, like, fully render it until just now. But, we could craft 105 minor orbs. Wait, what are we bottlenecked by? Because I don't think it's Dragonite. Wait, what are we bottlenecked by? We can also do 52 majors. Wait, what's bottlenecking us? Wait, is that all the curse runes I have? Wait. You could buy curse runes. Yeah, we are bottlenecked. Wait. Is this actually so much value now that it's worth crafting both of these? Because this is something that was added the other patch that seemed like it would occasionally be worthwhile. Oh no, it's 200 gems. Never mind. That's too much. Never mind. Scratch that. Don't do that. That's a little too pricey to do it that way. But if you already have some accumulated... Wait, what's the cost to do it again? Because this is worth less than 200. Oh, but it's only 10. Oh, wait, hold up. It's only 20. Hold up. Is it worth doing that? Because this is worth 200 gems. A major orb roll? That is worth 200 gems. Am I about to just start crafting the cursed runes every day? Because I think I am. That's kind of worth it. If you break down the loot of every drop, it might actually be worthwhile to buy cursed runes now for the first time ever. Like, there were some justifications to doing it earlier, but that's still a lot though. I don't know. We'll do it a little bit just to kind of mess around. We're not going to craft any of them now, but that is an option. Also, one of the other reasons why you normally want to save on Celestials, when I was talking about things that can eat up your Celestials, that is one of those things I was referring to. And one of the reasons why orange orbs are actually less useless than the forge ones. Because the forge one, or sorry, not the forge ones, I mean the ingot ones. Because the ingot ones only save you ingots, which have no purpose. Whereas orange orbs can still save you, Celestials. And gosh, these consume a lot of Celestials if we did start doing a lot of them. And yeah, a major orb is definitely better than a smaller one. It does consume slightly more souls and triple the Celestials, but only double the more annoying resource, the one that's bottlenecking us, which is curse runes. So yeah, it is actually kind of worthwhile now to craft major chaos orbs, if you so choose. So do keep in mind, you will burn through souls, curse runes. Oh yeah, how's my chaos shards going? You're going to burn through a lot of other resources. But let me double check one thing. What's our number of 201,000? Yeah, it would eat through a decent chunk, but not that bad of a chunk. But yeah, honestly, it is worth considering. Though we're not going to do it right now. But it's definitely not a bad value proposition anymore. It's definitely worth justifying, potentially, if you have a lot of those resources sitting around. It's more so for people who have way too much of those resources, though. I would not advise a newer player to do such a thing. But if you already have, like, more loot than you know what to do with, it's actually not that bad of an exchange. Oh yeah, an orb of foraging upgrades your doom weapon. Do you keep in mind, if you do have the minor ones, you only want to use it for the last upgrade or the last few upgrades, though. Unless it's a major orb of foraging, in which case you could just use it on whatever weapon you want to max for the doom ones. But yeah, I'll be covering all that in the recap video when we do that in hopefully later tonight. Though honestly, I'm starting to get a little bit tired to the point where it might be tomorrow morning. I do want to try getting it by tonight if I can. But that also means we have to end the stream at some point if we're going to do it tonight. And I'm not sure if we're ending the stream quite yet. At this point, I at minimum have to do 14 more keys. Because that'll be 300 keys. And 300 keys is like the average bad weekend we would do on a vault event. So this would be like us just casually going into a vault event, just doing whatever. Kind of like what we did last vault event, if I'm not mistaken. Where we just kind of went in, did whatever, left with about 300 keys, and then we were happy. That's how many keys we opened this stream. And this loot's been insane. And that's just like one vault weekend casually. I guess maybe slightly above casually. Because based on our polls, it's actually just slightly above what most people were doing. But not by a super high amount. Because I think the one that won the last time when we did the poll was like 50 to 200. It was like the most voted on option as far as how many vault keys people farmed on the weekend. I think we went for about 250, 300 last time. Is the Orb of Glory the best? Yes. The gold Orb of Glory, I would say, is probably the best one. Which is weird because it's actually a 2% drop rate and not a 1%. But yeah, the absolute best two to pull, and we've gotten 3 of them this stream, is the gold Orb of Glory, because that counts as 3 Nishas, which doesn't really need much explanation as to why that is broken. But you'd use it on a mythic and it basically counts as 3 Nishas for the final level. And the other one that's really good is the 1%, which is basically a new power orb. The 1% chance to get a pet orb. It instantly maxes any pet, which you can use to slowly chip up getting all the cosmetic pets upgraded. The main reason why that one I don't consider as valuable, even though it's very rare and still very valuable, it doesn't help you in any way technically. Because the main target for what you would use them on are cosmetic pets. And cosmetic pets don't really help you. Like, they could maybe give you a kingdom upgrade here or there, but, you know, they're quite literally cosmetic. And they don't get any kind of visual extra when they're max, so... I would say gold Orbs of Glory are by far the best, and we got 2 of them this stream. As well as 2 silvers, as well as a bronze, which is kind of funny, because a bronze has a 5% chance, yet we've only found 1. Yet the 2 that have like a 2% and 3% chance, we found 4 of. Plus they're only in majors. Oh, Tyrion, what were you mentioning? Crafting 50 majors out of 50 majors, you got 1 pet, 1 forge, and 2 silvers. Nice. Not bad. The pet one being the better drop there, as far as luck. Unfortunately, no golds. Honestly, we got really lucky on golds today. I'm really surprised we got 2 of them. We got 2 golds and 2 silvers. Wait, did we open 300 keys yet? I wasn't paying attention to how many keys we've done. I think we might slowly consider wrapping up soon, though honestly I kind of want to keep going, so we might just keep going. Heart of Rage. Okay, 5 more keys and we've hit 300. That's the bare minimum we're doing. If we keep going is depending on how much I want to keep clicking the dopamine buttons. Another tarot card that we won't ever use. You upgraded the Xbox pet? Wait, but didn't it already come maxed? Well, you only get 1 copy of it? Wait, that's weird. On Android and Steam, you get it maxed when you buy it. Wait, do you have to pay 50 bucks just to get one copy of a pet? That's weird. Because on the other two bundles, they give you enough copies to max it. So at least it counts as a maxed pet for a kingdom. They're still overpriced, but they give enough copies to max it. Oh, it's a different Xbox pet. Oh, yeah! Didn't you guys get like a special anniversary cupcake that was only on your version or something? I'm not sure why they did that. But yeah, I think like PlayStation and Xbox got like a weird, different 5-year anniversary pet. I'm not sure why. But I think they like made it different or something. I can't remember. They did it really weirdly. They had never done it again like that. But one year they did it very strangely. Like some platforms got a unique one. Yeah, it was around the 5-year anniversary time. Not sure why they did that weird divide, but they did. They never did it again. Because they probably figured out why it was just like so clunky. It made like no sense. Hey, Lesser Orb of Glory! If we find one more silver, we actually have enough to max out 2 mythics this stream. Oh wait, no, we already do. Wait, hold up. Wait, no, that was the last orb we needed for 2. Oh, that is really funny. So what 2 mythics are we maxing? Also, tomorrow, probably, we need to make an updated guide on... Oh! The 1%! Oh. We're getting all the rare drops, gosh. But we now have, well, aside from 2 max pets, well, that's our second power orb. Gosh, we got so much luckier than last weekend so far this stream. We got more 300 gems than the entirety of last weekend. We also only got 3 power orbs last weekend, and we already got 2 new power orbs, which are called the major pets. Actually, we just have 2 straight down the line. Look at this. 2, not 2, infinite number, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. We got like 2 of everything. Okay, I think we're just giving up on trying to find this forge thingy. I'm happy with my straight 2s. Ignoring ingots, which have like an absurdly high drop rate. Yeah, there we go. We got 2 of everything except major orb of forging, which doesn't want to drop, and the one that has a way higher drop rate that obviously we're going to get more of 2 then. Because it has like a 10% chance or something. Did we open 300 keys? How many more do we have? Oh, we already opened 300. Okay, I'm happy with that. We have enough to max out 2 mythics, 2 pets. We have enough forge to kind of show it slightly for a video. But, oh yeah, oh, that's perfect. I can go upgrade to 2 pets that can be upgraded. So I'll show that for PC Mobile. Because there are currently 2 pets that previous to today that could not be maxed. One of them is Dragon Kitty. The other one is... I have no clue what it's called. Balloons? No. It's the 505, it's the 505 anniversary balloons. I can't remember what it's called. Also, apparently, Zugoff is upgradable. Maybe upgrade him. Don't accidentally use the pet orbs. Could you imagine? Wait, how are you supposed to mythic something with that interface right there? You know how hard it's going to be to click mythic without accidentally clicking the upgrade button? How are you even supposed to do that? I think they thought out that menu completely. But yeah, the 2 pets that are, yeah, 15. The 2 pets on PC Mobile that were impossible to max prior today, which I'll do during the video because we have 2 of them, is the 5th. So if you have these, they might be your first targets you might want to go for. That or do it based on what you need kingdom upgrades for. But the 2 that were literally impossible to max prior to today on PC Mobile were the 15th anniversary 505 games pet, as well as the Dragon Kitty, which you get for Max Revered, the Revered Dragon Kitty. Those 2 pets you only ever get 1 copy of ever. Revered Dragon Kitty from getting Max Revered in global chats, or just from, you know, just general stuff in the game. And the other one was the 15th anniversary for 505 games, which has never returned and never had a pet event. So both of those have been impossible to have maxed prior to today, which will go max during the video. Anyways, guys, I think I am going to be heading out for now. Thank you so much for stopping by. Feel free to leave a like on the stream if you enjoy. I've been doing some longer streams lately, so if you guys enjoy them, yeah, maybe we'll do some more occasionally. They're definitely a lot of fun. If there's stuff to do it for, might as well. Obviously, we've got a lot of vault keys to be opening. I'm probably going to go through my whole stack over the next, actually, maybe before the end of the year we'll open all. We'll see. Now that there's a huge incentive to do so, we might consider it. But yeah, soon I'll have a video going up kind of recapping everything in this patch. And by that, I mean basically going over what on earth all these orbs do. And now that we pretty much have all of them, we'll be able to go show them firsthand. And we'll go show some of the things that are better to upgrade them with. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to do a video going over a updated version of the best mythics to max. What exactly those are, I'm not even fully sure. The first things that come to mind are like Phoenicia, Scourge of Honor, Arachnean Weaver, but I definitely need to think of a couple others. Obviously, Zulgoff's in a weird category. I'll probably have like a couple different categories of them. We'll hopefully cover that sometime tomorrow, but before I go to bed tonight, or very early tomorrow if I happen to crash, we'll have a video going up over using all these orbs that we just end up getting. Well, not all of them, but you know, kind of showing like some of the things that they're better for, kind of recap of the update, and hopefully about a 10-minute abridged version, though it might go a little bit longer, we'll see. But it'll definitely be way shorter than his 3.5-hour stream, that's for sure. But if you guys do want to watch the stream, of course, we did cover a lot of info in the stream as well, if you haven't already watched parts of it. But anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by. Have a wonderful week. Best of luck if you're going to be trying with the orbs and all that. And yeah, we'll have a video recapping stuff soon. I'll catch you guys later. And we'll have the video up soon or tomorrow morning because I have a feeling I might crash. Oh, wait, Tyrion was mentioning something. Hold up. Let me go look back in chat. Another 50 bundle, 2 power. How do you have so many? You got 2 powers. Are these all major orbs? Well, it has to be. You just said 2 powers. Yeah. Duh. Why'd I even ask that? If you got a power, they're obviously majors. 3 forge, 2 silver, 2 useless power orbs, and a major glory. Nice. And 1 pet. Yeah, we got really lucky. We got 2 pets tonight. We got 2 pets, 2 gold. We did really lucky, honestly. We got like 1 billion gems too. We got so much 300 gem drops. It was insane. Oh yeah, I never did hand out the last code. Oh yeah, for anyone still here. Wait. I never did hand out the last code, did I? I did say I would hand out 1 more, and I got distracted by the loot. But yeah, here you guys go. If anyone are still here at the end, or if you're watching after the fact, maybe this code might still exist. Who knows? But here you guys go. Here's a code. I did say I would hand 1 out. But there you guys go. Enjoy. But yeah, as far as codes are concerned, we'll still have 1 every single night. We'll also have a special holiday one. Of course, now that cosmetic pets might be a little bit more sought after, we do actually have one of the old Christmas cosmetic pets that will have in a redeem code on Christmas night. Not on Christmas Eve, but specifically on the normal Gems Awards streaming time, as we stream every single night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 hours prior to now tomorrow, as we do every night. But that on Christmas Day, on the 25th, we will have a special pet to hand out. It's one that has already existed, so it's not like anything unique. However, there's a chance you might not have it, so we'll have that pet as well as you got the codes that day as well for Christmas, as well as, you know, our standard stream every single day. Anyways, guys, best of luck with the patch. We'll have summary soon, and catch you guys later. Thanks for stopping by. Best of luck with everything.